I will become a youth academy player for 5 different teams, from the biggest clubs in the world to fallen giants and even a cursed nation. However, if I fail at any of these clubs, I must erase my player forever. So let's start with our first club. When I was a kid, one of my favorite players was Lionel Messi, and all I ever wanted to do is play for his club, FC Barcelona. But I'm garbage at football, and now I just watch Messi play in the Burger League. But today that is going to change as I'm putting myself in FC 25 in the Barcelona Academy, La Masia, and I'm going to become a Barcelona legend. And in order for me to become a Barcelona legend, I have to go ahead and take Barca back to the top and win them their first UCL since 2015. But that's going to be difficult because I'm still in the youth academy and haven't even earned my pro contract, and I'm a horrific 58 overall. But that's not the only reason it's difficult, because even if I do sign a contract, I still have to compete with the likes of Lewandowski, Victor Roque, and even Ferran Torres when he comes back. And because Barcelona are halfway through the season, there is no need to call me up, and even if they did, there is no need for me to start as they're already in first place. However, there is a youth tournament available, and I'm sure if I impress, I can go ahead and get caught up and deal with the starting problems later. And impress is exactly what I did, because in this tough youth tournament, I went ahead and scored 1 goal in the quarters and the semifinals to lead my team to the youth tournament final against UD Las Palmas. It's been a tough tournament, but let's secure this, and hopefully Hansi Flick gives me a contract. And the youth final has kicked off. It's Edgar Dini on the ball, gives it to Soria. Soria gives me a through ball already. First minute of the game, I have a shot, but it's saved by the keeper. And here comes the Barcelona Academy. It's Gash, gives the ball into me. I see the space. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I have a finesse, and it goes in. 30 seconds into this small game, I make it 1-0. And now it's Gash. Gash gives it to Edgar Dini. Edgar Dini gives it to Soria. Soria has a space. Can I also get an assist? And he puts it away. We're impressing. Finally, more than 1 goal in a game. And here we come on the attack once again. I see the space. I'm gonna go ahead and take a weak-footed shot, and it hits the post. How unlucky can I be? And now Reese gives the ball into me. I have the space to go ahead and get my brace in this youth tournament. And yes, I do. 4 goals in 3 games. Hansi Flick, give me a chance in the first team. The game comes to an end. We win the youth tournament, and I get man of the match. The question is, am I going to get caught up, or I'm going to have to remain in the youth academy? But even after my great performance, I don't get caught up, as Hansi Flick says no. Hopefully in the brand new season, or even at the end of the season, I get an opportunity. But I'm not just gonna sit there and watch. So I spent the rest of the season training hard in the youth academy, week after week after week, even watching the games from the locker room as it went all the way up to a 65 overall. And at the end of the season, there was bad news, as Barcelona missed out on the league title and lost to Inter Milan in the UCL semifinals, so the club that I played for did not succeed. But there is good news, however, as I've received my pro contract. But not only that, they've given me the number 10. That is huge pressure for me. Can I live up to the name of Lionel Messi? And as I joined the club at the end of the season, I am the worst rated striker. And it seems like I'm going to be a reserve. That might mean a loan move at the start of the brand new season. And especially with Robert Lewandowski, 55 goals in this season, it's going to be a while before I even play for FC Barcelona. And at the start of the season, there's only one option. We could go ahead and transfer out of here, see who's interested. But we want to become a Barcelona icon, like one of our favorite players, Messi. So we're going to go ahead and go out on loan. We've only received 1 offer, and it's from Punjab FC. We're going to the Indian Super League. I never expected this, but we signed a 1-year loan contract. And I've joined one of the worst clubs in the world, and somehow I'm not even the best striker on the team. Surely no Barcelona player has ever come from the Indian Super League, but I'm going to prove to Hansi Flick that I should become a Barcelona starter. And it was now time for me to prove myself, as I'm making my professional debut against Blasters. Let's get a good start here. And straight from kickoff, I received the ball on my first professional game ever. As a pro footballer, I have a left-footed shot, and it goes in. Already 1-0, my pro goal on my debut with my weak foot. This league is going to be easy. And here I go on the counter-attack. Can I go ahead and make it 2-0? A brace on my debut. 2-0. I'm already going to get a hat-trick in the first half. And here we go on the attack. Pradan gives me the ball. I'm looking for that hat-trick. And yes, I get it. A first-half hat-trick. This has to be some type of record. Surely nobody's doing this in the Indian Super League. And now it's Ling Do on the ball. Gives me the ball in the second half. Can I go ahead and score a 4th? And yes, I have done it. 4-0. All 4 by me. I'm going to carry this team to the league title, surely. And now it's being done with the through ball into Bakenga. Now here comes Bakenga looking to make it 5. He squares it to me and I finish on my right foot. And come on, man. This league is just way too easy for me. Edgar Dini gets 5 goals on his professional debut. And yes, the ref blows the whistle. 5 goals in my professional debut. I don't know if this is an achievement or not, but I'm going to get game time this season. And I'm going to destroy everybody in this league. And after my stellar debut, my domination continued. Win after win, huge win after huge win. As at the end of the season, we finished in first place and I was the top goal scorer. However, in this league, there is a final, meaning we have to play FC Goa to determine who will be Indian Super League champions. Can I win my first trophy in my career? But the ISL final was nothing to worry about as I put 5 past FC Goa, picked up my match ball, and won my first ever trophy in my pro career. And as I won my first trophy, I was somehow robbed of the player of the season as I entered the team of the season for the Indian Super League. And at the end of my first professional season, I get 41 goals and 5 assists now out of 72 overall. I wonder what my future at Barcelona looks like now. And it seems like my performances are getting me back to Barcelona as they're giving me a new contract. I went ahead and signed it, but I wonder, am I going to sit on the bench or am I going to start games? And I've returned to FC Barcelona, and to be honest, they haven't really signed another young striker, so my only competition are 2 old heads in Lewandowski and Enesiri. However, it turns out while I was gone out on loan in India, Barcelona finished in 7th place. That means no Champions League, no Europa League, and not even the Conference League. No European football for Barcelona for the first time in many years. And this may be my opportunity. No European football means I am a substitute at this club. If I can go ahead and impress on the chances that they do give me, I could become a starter for the biggest club in the world and where Messi used to play. And a substitute is exactly what I was as I sat on the bench, not coming on until a game in October against Atletico de Madrid, where I'm coming on in the 81st minute as the score was 3-1. Surely if I can get a goal or 2, I can impress Hansi Flick. And here comes Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati gives me the space. This is my first ever game for FC Barcelona, the club I've always wanted to play for. I get rid of the Atletico defense. They can't catch up. I finesse and I put it away. I am not missing that. The defenders are tired. I came in and took advantage. My first ever goal. And now it's Ansu Fati. He goes ahead and gives it to me. I have the space. Can I go ahead and get a brace? I try to score it and Ansu Fati get to it. And he does. Not only do I get a goal, but I get an assist on my Barcelona debut. This is good. This is good for me. And now Rafinha gives it into Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati finds the through ball. I have the ball. I beat the defenders. 1v1 against Oblak again. I score it again. And Ansu Fati gets a goal. I'm not selfish. As much as I want to score as many goals as possible, I want to help the team win the UCL eventually. We win 6-1 against Atletico de Madrid. And the ref blows the whistle. What an incredible debut for me. Surely I should be getting more game time this season. And after my incredible debut, I continued to come off the bench game after game, getting goals and assists, but it wasn't enough as on the final day of the season, Barcelona are sitting in 5th place, and if we don't win our game against Girona, we will not be playing Champions League football next season. However, the good thing is for some reason, Flick is letting me start my first ever game. If I can send them to the Champions League, surely I'll become a starter next season. And now here comes Rafinha on the ball with the first attack of the game. I have the ball. I score it into Bino Giddens and it goes in. We take the lead 5 minutes in. We can qualify for the UCL still. And now it's Pedri on the ball. Pedri finds a through ball into me. I'm 1v1 against the Girona keeper and I put it in the top corner. 2-0. I get my goal, my first ever. Barcelona starts. And I pick up the ball once again straight in the second half. I'm 1v1 against the Girona keeper again. I'm going to put this one away. I get a brace. This game is over. I've just sent Barcelona to the Champions League. My first start. And I send Barcelona to the UCL. I should be in the team sheet next season. I have to be. And that puts me one step closer to being a Barca legend. And as we qualify for the UCL, it seems like Lewandowski and Enesiri are missing. And it seems like Lewandowski and Enesiri walked out of the club after the last game. Both of them are stating in a press conference that this club is shit and they don't want to be a part of it anymore. So it seems like next season is going to be me and Pau Victor only in the Barcelona squad as strikers unless they sign someone else. But I'm a 77 overall and I did have 40 games and 23 goals. I think I'm ready to take over the mantle of Lewandowski. And as the brand new season begins, I signed my new contract as I am set to be a starter for the first time in my career. And me starting at striker for Barcelona was a success as I dominated at the start of the season in La Liga. But it was now time for my first ever Champions League game, my UCL debut against AC Milan, one of the best teams of all time. And here we come. On the first attack of the game, it's out Dani Olmo into Lamine Yamal. And Lamine Yamal has all the space in the world. I finally get to play against the best youngster in the world. Lamine Yamal cuts inside, scores it into me, and I put it away. I'm not missing that. I make it 1-0 against AC Milan on my debut. Let's go. And now I have the ball. Send a through ball into Lamine Yamal. Here we go on the attack right before the second half. It's still Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal scores it to me once again. I finesse on my weak foot, and I put it away. Call me a tapping merchant all you want, but you gotta be there to score them. Edgar Dini makes it 2-0. And now it's Ingio Martinez sends a through ball into Bino Giddens. Here we go in the 53rd minute on another attack looking to end off this game. It's crossed into Lamine Yamal, who scores it back into me. And he may be stat padding, he may be giving me all the goals, but I get a hat trick on my UCL debut. Let's go. And now it's Lamine Yamal on the ball once again, sends a through ball into me. I'm 1v1 against the keeper for the fourth goal of the game, and I've done it. I put 4 past one of the best keepers in the world. This game is over. My UCL debut is over. And the ref blows the whistle. I pick up my match ball. We're winning the UCL this season. 4 goals in my UCL debut. Nobody has ever done such a thing. This is time for Edgar Dini to become a Barca legend. Let's win the Champions League. And my UCL performances stayed the same as we dominated team after team in the Champions League as we finished in 4th place. However, in the round of 16 first leg, we lost 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund, where 2 goals were scored by the new signing 88 rated Marcus Thuram, and we now have to come back in the second leg if we want to smell the next round. Can I help Barcelona come back? And here comes Lamine Yamal at the start of the second leg. He sends a through ball to me. I have the opportunity. I'm going to have a long shot, and no, I should have taken a little bit more, but the defender was catching up. And now it's Dani Olmo, gives it to Lamine Yamal, who lays it off to me. I have the space for a finesse shot, and it's saved by Bento. And now it's Lamine Yamal on the ball. Lamine Yamal has it down the wing. He gives it into Dani Olmo, who goes for the bicycle kick, and it just goes wide. We're at least creating chances. And here we go on the attack. Right before halftime, I find a through ball into Lamine Yamal. Hopefully, he's not offside. Lamine Yamal on his weak foot, and he puts it in. Right before halftime, we get a goal back. Assist by yours truly. It's 2-1. And here comes Dani Olmo on the ball. Fires a through ball into me. Am I going to go ahead and beat the defenders? I beat one. I beat a second. I square it to Dani Olmo. Can he finish? And yes, he does. Straight away in the second half, we equalize the game. We have the momentum. It's 2-2. And now it's Lamine Yamal, gives it into me, and I feed it back to Dani Olmo. He finds a through ball, and he does find me. It's the 89th minute. Can I go ahead and score the winner? It's still me. I send it right into the middle, into Bino Giddens, and it's saved by Bento. We almost get the winner. We just missed out. There is a free kick in the 90th minute. There's something wrong with the clock, but it doesn't matter. If I put this away, we go into the next round, to the quarterfinals. I have a shot, and it's blocked. It's into Dani Olmo, and it's blocked again. It's Araujo, and no, we missed the opportunity to win the game. And extra time was a boring 2 halves, and now we're going to penalties. I should have scored that free kick. Dani Olmo should have scored the follow-up, but that Dortmund keeper is on his game. But will he be on his game during his penalty shootouts? And I'm taking my first penalty in my first ever penalty shootout. Can I go ahead and put it away? I go to the bottom left, and I hit the post. I miss it, and now it's Zaitkunov who goes straight down the middle, and he misses it. I missed my first penalty, and now it's Tapsoba to take the next penalty. He goes down the middle, and it goes in. 1-0. Hopefully, I don't let my team down. And now it's Karim the Dream Adeyemi. He goes to the down the middle, and it goes in. Now it's Ezequiel Barco to take the penalty. He's going to go ahead and go for the top left, and it's 2-1. We're still in this game. But now it's Maximilian Bayer to take the next penalty. He goes down the middle, and it's 2-2. But Lamine Yamal, the kid from FC Barcelona, from La Masia, he goes to the bottom right, and it hits the post and in. I should have done that. And now it's Archie Gray. He's going to go ahead and go over the bar. If Daniel Olmo scores this, we will be going to the quarterfinals after I let my team down. Hopefully, my team can redeem this game for me. Daniel Olmo goes to the bottom right. He puts it away. We're going to the quarterfinals. But I'm worried. I couldn't score on my first penalty shootout. If there's ever another penalty shootout, I need to make sure that I also score. And after that penalty win, I was benched for the first leg of the quarterfinals against West Ham, where we lost 1-0 thanks to the clean sheet of 90 rated Diego Costa. But in the second leg, I'm in the starting 11 once again. And I really do hope I can possibly score against the best goalkeeper in the world. And here we go. First attack of the game. It's Pedri. Sends a through ball into me. I have all the space in the world. I'm going 1v1 against Diego Costa, and it's saved by Costa. And now it's Pedri on the ball. Finds me once again. I'm looking for the opportunity again, but it goes wide. I need to relax a little bit. And now it's Pedri in the ball. Pedri gives it into Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal's looking for the shot, but Diego Costa makes another save. And now it's Pedri. Pedri gives me the ball. I'm looking to get rid of the West Ham defense. I do, and it's saved by Costa again. He is literally having a masterclass in goal. But now, here we go. On the second half, it's Lamine Yamal. Gets rid of the fullback, and it's still Lamine Yamal. Benacer cannot catch up to him. Lamine Yamal cuts back. Lamine Yamal sends it all the way into Rafinha. Rafinha with a shot, and Diego Costa again and again saving West Ham. And now, here we go in the 77th minute, late in the game. It's Pedri. We have a clear opportunity here. It's Pedri. Pedri squares it into me, and I'm not going to miss that. In the 70th minute, finally, we beat Diego Costa. It may have been a tap-in, but it's 1-1 now in aggregates. But now, it's Marc Casado. Casado gives it into Pedri. 83 minutes in. Can we get one last attack here? Pedri finds a through ball into Rafinha. Rafinha takes a fat touch. He goes ahead and gives it to me. I cut to my left foot and I hit the crossbar. How close can I get? And now it's Tapsoba. Tapsoba gives it to me. Only a couple minutes left on the full time. It's a through ball into me. Rafinha plays a beautiful through ball. I see the space. I square it to Lamine Yamal. And no! Diego Costa. You're insane. Oh my days. But now it's Pedri from a corner, crossing it in into Ronald Araujo, and no, it's cleared out. It's going to be a penalty. Questionable call. I don't even know what happened there. But I'm going to take the penalty. I could send Barcelona to the semifinals. But this is not going to be easy. Diego Costa has been unplayable. I step up to take a penalty. I go to the top right and put it away this time. I am not missing that penalty. Unlucky for Diego Costa. Barcelona should get him into our team, because that's absolutely incredible. But we're going to the semi-finals. And the whistle has been blown. I've scored my penalty at Barcelona. We're going to the semis. Who's got next? And after knocking out West Ham, we had another Premier League team against Arsenal, and we're playing this first leg. But it's going to be difficult because they have an 89 rated Endrick and a 90 rated Rodrigo. Can we go ahead and outscore Arsenal in these two legs? And now it's Pedri, gives it into me. First attack of the game, it's a through ball into Bino Giddens. Bino Giddens looks for the finish, but it's saved by Alisson, who's playing also for Arsenal. And now it's Pedri. Pedri gives it to me. I get rid of the defender. I get rid of Scalvini, and Scalvini fouls me. Surely, is that a penalty, or that might be a free kick? And it's going to be a free kick. I have the chance to redeem myself here. I can score my first ever free kick of my career. Can I go ahead and do it right-footed into the top corner, and it hits the crossbar? It hits the post, I mean. How unlucky, man. And here we go on the attack. Here comes Pedri. Pedri is killing past the defenders. He sends a through ball, and he does get it through. No, he doesn't. I win the ball back. I have a shot, and it hits the post, and it goes in. I think that's an own goal. I win the ball back, hustling. It crosses the line. That should be my goal. But I think they're going to count it as an own goal. But we go 1-0 up regardless. And now it's Christensen. I'm pressuring the ball here. I'm looking to get the ball back. Can I get the ball back from Christensen? And no, it's going to be a foul. I maybe overdid it a little bit. I get my first yellow of my career. And now it's Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal gives it to Pedri, who finds a through ball into me. I am so clear. 1v1 against Alisson. Can I finish? And I put it top pins. I'm not missing that. 2-0 in the first leg. Let's go. But I'm not done. I want my hat trick. Let's win this ball back right away. I go for the slide tackle, and no. I thought I got the ball. That's a foul. Please don't be a card. Please let me off. Ref, please let me off. Please. No, it's a red. I'll be out for the second leg. That was a clean tackle. And the game comes to an end. We win 2-0. But let's hope that my team can finish the job in the second leg. And as you can see, I am suspended, but it's time for the second leg of the semi-final as I watch on from the locker room. But they're replacing me with John Duran. He isn't the worst player in the world, but just take us to the UCL final. And no, Dani Olmo missed a last-minute penalty to send us to extra time. We get knocked out in the UCL semi-final. Man, I let my team down. If I was on that pitch, we surely would have won and got to the UCL final. I was so close to being a Barca legend. But maybe there's next season. And after getting knocked out, the season comes to an end as I finish second in the Golden Boot race. But once again, Real Madrid win the league title as we finish third, as Mbappe wins the player of the season, and somehow I am robbed off a team of the season place. I need to redeem myself next season and win the UCL. And with 50 goals and 5 assists in one season, and the second top goal scorer being John Duran with 14, I high-key carried my team this season. Now at an 85 overall, I hope next year I get some help. But I will not stop until I'm a Barca legend as I sign my new contract for the new season. And at the start of the season, we have some bad news. The ultimate betrayal, Rafinha, has joined Real Madrid. that does not make our chances better. However, Hansi Flick wasn't keen on letting me and the team down as he signed Alejandro Garnacho to replace Rafinha and an 89 rated Javi Simons. Surely, with this new team, we should win the Champions League. But Rafinha leaving was no issue for us as me, Javi Simons, and Garnacho started cooking in La Liga and even in the Champions League as we destroyed team after team, finishing in first place. But not only that, we got our revenge on Arsenal by knocking them out in the round of 16 and even destroyed a great PSG. But now, in the semi-finals, we're playing against Real Madrid, the team where Rafinha went to, as I am currently the top goal scorer in the UCL. Can we go ahead and take a great first lead in the first leg? And now it's Javi Simons on the ball, giving it to Alejandro Garnacho. He gets rid of one defender, and he gives it to me. I have the space. There's no defenders. They're horrific defending versus Courtois. And it goes in 5 minutes into this UCL semi-final first leg. We score against Real Madrid, who won the league title the past 2 years over us. Let's go. But now it's Lamine Yamal on the ball, gives it into Javi Simons. And now it's Javi Simons. He sees Alejandro Garnacho. It's a brilliant through ball. 1v1 against the keeper. He squares it to me for my second. And yes, I put it away in the first half. 2-0 against Real Madrid. Against the best team in Spain. Let's go. And now it's Javi Simons, sends a through ball into Lamine Yamal. And here comes Lamine Yamal. 86 minutes in. Can we go ahead and finish off this first leg? 1v1. I score into Yamal. I give him back what he deserves. It's 3-0. We destroyed Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. And surely we're going to win that second leg. The referee blows the whistle. We're 3-0 up. It's time for the second leg. Let's secure this lead. But it was now time for the second leg. We're 3-0 up, but you can never count out Real Madrid, especially when you have Mbappe, Jude, Vinny, and of course, Rafinha. Can they go ahead and come back, or can we keep this lead? And here comes Kylian Mbappe already in the first minute of the game. It's Kylian Mbappe with a shot, and it goes in. Mbappe makes it 1-0. That's 3-1 in aggregate. This is not good. This is why you can't ever count out Real Madrid. And here come Real Madrid once again. It's Jude Bellingham, gives it into Bakayoko. Bakayoko is looking to make it 2-0. It's still Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham with a shot, and it's saved by Ter Stegen. Thank you, Ter Stegen. But here comes Bakayoko. They give it away, and he's back into Kylian Mbappe. And oh my God, what is Barco doing? I think it was Barco that gave away the ball. Mbappe makes it 2-0 before halftime. This is not good. But here come Real Madrid on the counter-attack. It's Brahim Diaz on the ball. Brahim Diaz with the cross in. Can they clear it out? Please clear it out. Mbappe with the header. No. Barco clears it out, but Mbappe heads it in. It's 3-3. How did we bottle this, man? We're going to extra time and maybe even penalties again. Nothing occurs in extra time. Penalties. Last time I was at penalty shootout, I missed it. I have to make sure I put it away this time. And I'll be taking the first penalty. Can I redeem myself from last season? Bottom top right. I'm not missing that. And now it's Kylian Mbappe to take the next penalty. He goes to the left-hand side. Ter Stegen guesses right, but it goes in. And now it's Tapsoba to take the next penalty. He goes to the bottom right. Let's go 2-1. Let's not miss a penalty tonight. But now it's Jude Bellingham taking the next penalty. He goes to the right. Ter Stegen makes a save, and now we take the lead. It's Ezequiel Barco to take the next penalty. He goes to the bottom left. Yes, 3-1 up. We're going to the final surely. And now it's Bakayoko. Goes to the right. And Ter Stegen guesses right, but it's not saved. And now it's Savinho. Where's he gonna go? He goes to the top left, but it's saved by Courtois. And now it's Brahim Diaz. He goes to the left, but Ter Stegen makes a save. If Javi Simons, the new signing, born and bred in Barcelona, basically was there his entire career before he left, can he go ahead and take us to the UCL final? Yes, he does. We win in the penalty shootout. I finally scored my penalty in a penalty shootout. And we're going to the UCL final. Let's go. Yes, I scored my penalty this time. One more game and I am a Barca legend. The UCL has been waiting to come back to the Camp Nou since 2015. I must do it for Lionel Messi. And in the UCL final, we'll be playing against Liverpool. Can we go ahead and become the Barca legend? But before the UCL final, we went ahead and won the La Liga title by 12 points over Real Madrid, as I got the top goal scorer in La Liga and also probably in the UCL. And this time I did appear in the team of the season, but was robbed again of the player of the season by Mbappe. But with 51 goals and 9 assists and 56 appearances, now out of 91, surely I'm beating Liverpool tonight. But it is now time for the UCL final in Old Trafford. Can I finish the job? And the game has kicked off. It's Lamine Yamal looking to run on the wing. He gives it in to me. I already have the opportunity to make it 1-0. I cut inside. I give it into Alejandro Garnacho, and it's saved by Mamardashvili. But now it's Javi Simons gives me the ball. I give it to Lamine Yamal. And here we come on the attack once again. It's only the 7th minute. He crosses it in to Garnacho, who lays it back into Lamine Yamal. I think he meant to pass it to me, but Lamine Yamal hits it wide. And now it's Casado. Casado gives it into Javi Simons. And here comes Javi Simons on the ball now. It's Javi Simons. Javi Simons gives it through ball into me. I'm through. 1v1 against Mamardashvili. I have a shot and I put it away. 1-0 in the 30th minute. We lead against Liverpool. And now it's Javi Simons on the ball, finds a through ball into Lamine Yamal. And here we go, looking to extend this lead. Lamine Yamal finds me once again. I finesse on my left foot, but it's saved by Mamardashvili. But I win the ball back now. I get rid of the 2 defenders. It's 1v1 once again, and this time I put it away. 2-0. This game has to be over. But now it's Garnacho finds me once again. We're destroying Liverpool. They didn't show up today. I cut inside. I have a finesse on my right foot. It's saved by Mamardashvili. But Lamine Yamal has a shot, but it's saved again. The only thing that's here is the keeper. And Javi Simons wins it back, and I have the ball now. I give it to Simons. Simons gives it to Garnacho. And now, can we end this game? He gives it to Lamine Yamal, and it's saved by Mamardashvili. And the ref blows the whistle. We have done it. I have won the Champions League. We lift the trophy, and I become a Barcelona legend. And that was team number 1. Let's go on to the fallen giant. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a pro footballer for the most successful team ever, Manchester United. But I'm garbage at football, and now I just laugh at Man United all day. Today, that is going to change, however, as I'm putting myself in FC25 in the Man United Academy, and I'm going to become a Manchester United legend. So I spent the next couple of years in the Man United Academy, training session after training session, and I had my first opportunity to sign a contract as Ruben Amorim called me to his office and said, if I could win the youth tournament, I'll sign my first contract. But am I good enough to win a youth tournament as I'm 16 years old in the academy out of 59 overall? Can I go ahead and do it? So I went ahead and went straight to work, beating Fulham 2-0 with goals scored by me in the quarterfinals, and then beating Aston Villa 1-0 with another goal scored by me in the semifinals, getting both man of the matches as the final youth tournament is set to kick off against Southampton. And the youth tournament final kicks off as I get the ball. No, I lose it. And here comes Southampton. It's Sila on the ball. Sila through ball into Dean. Please, as I can see it now, Dean. And it goes wide. And I get the ball. And I'm 1v1 against the Southampton keeper youngster. And it goes in straight away. I get a goal. Only 10 seconds into the match. I win the ball once again. They give it away. These youth academy players suck. I have a shot. It hits the post. But here comes Southampton. Here comes Sila with the shot. And it's saved by our keeper. Now it's Flynn, gives it to Parks, and here we go on the counter-attack once again. We're looking to already end this game. I have the ball down the wing. Can I go ahead and create something here? I give it into Dow. Dow with a shot, and it goes wide. And now it's Parks on the ball, gives it to Flynn. Flynn into me. Can I end this game already? And yes, in the top bins. 2 goals, 5 goals in total in this youth tournament. I am getting that contract. And the game comes to an end. I get my man of the match. And Ruben Amorim says, welcome to the club as I sign for Man United wearing the number 19. I'm so excited to help Man United to get back to the top. Let's go. I have finally signed for the most successful team ever. It's time to take them back to the top. I will win them the UCL one day. And because I'm only 60 overall, I'm the worst striker at the club currently, meaning I'm going to be in the reserve. So I'm going to spend a long time sitting on the bench and even training. So as a reserve player, I spent the next couple of months only on the training pitch, training session after training session, reaching a 65 overall by December, where I now became the 3rd best striker and I have earned a spot to sit on the bench. However, the man to be called upon when a goal was needed was not me, was Rasmus Højlund. So I spent the next couple of games watching Rasmus Højlund get his opportunity, but informed Xerxes did pick up an injury, meaning Rasmus Højlund will now be in the starting 11. So if a goal was needed from the bench, I was gonna be the man to be brought on. And the first game that I was a second choice striker was in the Manchester Derby, as I sat waiting to see if I was gonna make my debut, as Højlund scored 2 and Haaland scored 1. And in the last 10 minutes of the game, I was being brought on to make my debut and secure this victory against Man City. And now it's Mason Mount with a through ball into me. 1v1 once again. Surely I am not going to miss one. Can I get my first professional goal? And yes, I do. In the 83rd minute, surely that is the winner. We've secured this Manchester Derby win. Traumani gives it into Casemiro, who gives it to Mason Mount, and we're looking to secure this game, get another goal possibly. I give it into Rashford, who is all alone. Is anybody gonna help him out? He's getting rid of these defenders. It's Marcus Rashford, squirts it into me once again. I have a shot, and it hits the post. I could have gotten my second. And now it's Rashford. He gives it back to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni into Luke Shaw. It's Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw gives it to Casemiro. Casemiro to Mason Mount. Through the ball. Into me. Can I get my brace? And it's saved by Edison. And here comes Marcus Rashford running down the wing in the 90th minute. Can we go ahead and get a fourth? I receive the touch. I have a shot near post and it goes in. I do get my brace on my debut. Surely, Ruben Amorim has to be watching. The whole world has to be watching of who I'm becoming. And the ref blows the whistle. I pick up a brace on my first ever professional game. This is a great start for me. If I ever want to win the UCL with Man United, this is how I have to be performing. And the world is already talking about me, learning my name, and since Xerxes will be out for the rest of the season for the next 7 months, it's my opportunity to remain on the bench and possibly even become a starter by the end of the season. And as I was now the second striker, the goal was clear. Help Man United finish in the top 4 to qualify for the UCL as they're currently in 6th place. And aim for the UCL is exactly what I did, as every time I came on, I tried my best as I scored a couple goals coming off the bench, even helping the team get results. But on the final day of the season, we were fighting for the UCL, sitting in 5th place, only 3 points against Aston Villa, who will be playing next. But not only that, I've made it to the top 25 top goal scorers in the Premier League. But not only that, I will be getting my first start for Man United as Rasmus Højlund did get suspended. That means I have to go ahead and help Man United to win this game, and we'll be playing UCL football next season. And the fight for the UCL has begun. Here comes Aston Villa. It's Ross Barkley on the ball looking for a shot, and it gets blocked, but Ollie Watkins has a shot, and it goes in. 3 minutes into the game, and Villa have already taken the lead. This is not good. And here come Aston Villa once again. It's Youri Tielemans on the ball, gives it to Ollie Watkins. And now it's Ollie Watkins on the ball. Here come Aston Villa once again. 3 minutes after scoring the first goal. It's to Ollie Watkins through ball into John Barkley, and it hits saved by Onana. We get lucky. And now it's Onana on the ball. Gives it into Ross Barkley, and it's Ross Barkley on the ball. Here comes Ross Barkley. We're trying to make a tackle here, but Ross Barkley is scaling up the defenders. It's Youri Tielemans. Gives it into Ian Maatsen. He's looking to get a second goal already. Leon Bailey into Ross Barkley with a shot, and it's saved. And now it's Ollie Watkins on the ball, gives it into Onana. We're trying to make a tackle here. Ugarte, and it's through ball into Bailey with a shot, and it's saved by Onana again. And now it's Leon Bailey wants the ball back from Ugarte. It's Leon Bailey gets rid of Harry Maguire, has a shot, and it's saved, but Ollie Watkins puts it away. He gets his second goal. It's 2-2 now. This is not looking good. If the score stays like this, we're not qualifying for the Champions League. And it's going to be halftime. I've not done anything in this game. I need to lock in. Man, 2-0 down. I have not gotten the ball at all in this half. I must turn this game around if I ever want to become a Man United legend. And now Anthony wins the ball back out of all people. It gives it into me. And now I square it into Mason Mount. He has a shot and it goes in. 2-1. Mason Mount picks up the ball. We get a goal back. This is good. I get the assist. We can still qualify for the Champions League. And now Mason Mount wins the ball. And now it's Anthony with a brilliant ball. He gives it into me. I get past the defenders. I go ahead and have a shot and it goes in. 2-2 straight after getting a goal back. I get my first goal of the game. Proving that I should be a starter. Proving that I can help Man United qualify for the UCL. And now Mason Mount wins the ball back from Konsa. And now it's Mason Mount. We're going through. Can we go ahead and take the lead? It's a brilliant through ball to me. I'm 1v1 against Emi Martinez. Finesse and it goes wide. I had the opportunity to win us the game. How did I miss? And now it's Marcus Rashford. Gives it to Mason Mount. He finds a through ball into me. 1v1 against Martinez. Once again, I shoot and it's saved. But I shoot again and it's blocked again. What is going on with me? Why can't I score? Anthony crosses it into De Ligt. He lays it off into me. I have another shot and it's blocked again. And the ref blows the whistle. We draw the game. Meaning we are out of the UCL next season. We'll be playing Europa League football. I got an assist and a goal. I should have scored a winner. But even though we missed out on UCL football, in my first start, I got the man of the match and my first ever inclusion in Team of the Week as our season comes to an end. And I finished the season with 14 goals and 1 assist, basically from the bench. Surely Ruben Amorim has to start me, especially because Højlund only scored 7 goals. As I finish at a 71 overall, the end of the season. And as the brand new season is set to begin, I did earn a new contract here at Man United. And Ruben Amorim brings me into his office to let me know that because of my performances last year, I will be remaining on the bench for the Premier League. But I'll be starting in every Europa League game this season in hopes to win and help the club qualify for Champions League football. So as the football season begun, Man United went ahead and started brand new signing Dovbyk in the Premier League as I came on from the bench constantly, scoring goal after goal, leading to my European debut in the Europa League versus AS Monaco. If I want to go ahead and win the Europa League with Man United, I must perform now to prove that Amorim isn't making a mistake. And now it's Jadon Sancho on the ball on my Europa League debut. He sends the ball to me. My first touches in a European competition. I finesse it to the right, but it's saved by Acevedo. But Casemiro wins the ball back into Ugarte with a brilliant through ball to me. Can I go ahead and get my first goal in a European competition? And yes, I do. I put us 1-0 up, the first goal for Man United in the Europa League. Let's go. And now it's Casemiro on the ball with a brilliant through ball into me once again. Can I get two in the same half? I get rid of the defender. I go 1v1 with a shot and it goes in. Top bins. 2 goals within 5 minutes. I'm making an incredible debut. We're winning the Europa League this year. I win the ball back from the Monaco defense, and I see the space, I see the opportunity. I can go ahead and get my hat-trick, but I score into Prashani instead, and it goes in. 3-0 for Man United. This game is over. I get an assist as well. And now it's Bruno. Gives it into Casemiro. Casemiro finds a brilliant through ball into me. I have the opportunity. I score it into Jadon Sancho, and it goes in. 2 goals, 2 assists. A brilliant performance for me on my European debut. The Red blows the whistle. 4-0, 2 goals, 2 assists. We're winning the Europa League. Let's go, my European debut and a win against the second best French team in the world. I must win the Europa League to help Man United get UCL football. And after getting my first man of the match in the Europa League, I continued my dominant form, scoring goal after goal in the European competition, finishing in first place, and in the round of 16 in the quarterfinals, beating Real Sociedad and Olympiacos. And in the semifinals, we were now facing Stuttgart, which don't seem like a challenge, but they are currently sitting in first place in the Bundesliga. Can we go ahead and win these 2 legs and go on to the Europa League final? And here comes Stuttgart at the start of the semifinal first leg. Is Demirovic. And it's Undav wins the ball back and it goes in. The defenders make a mistake. Onana goes the wrong way. And Undav makes it 1-0 for Stuttgart. This is not looking good. And now it's Dennis Undav on the ball looking for a second already. Straight to Demirovic and it goes in. 2-0 already for Stuttgart. Only 10 minutes in. This is not looking good. And I pick up the ball now. We're looking for a goal here. Looking to get back to this game. Mason Mount with a through ball into me. I chest it off. Can I go ahead and score the first goal for us? And no, it's saved. And now it's Amad Diallo gives it into Mason Mount. Mason Mount gives it to Casemiro. We're going on the attack here. Can I score the first goal? Can I create something? And now I have the ball still. I'm looking for the space. I threw ball into Jadon Sancho, who goes for the chip, and it goes wide. Sancho just shoot it, man. And the Red blows the whistle. We lose 2-0 on the first leg. If we want to reach the final, if we want to reach the UCL next season, we have to clutch up. I have to clutch up in the second leg. But it's now time for the second leg. Can I come back for Man United? And the second leg has kicked off. It's Mason Mount on the ball now, looking to create the first opportunity of the game. In the 5th minute, it's still Mason Mount. Through ball into me. Can I go ahead and get the first goal of the tie for us? And yes, 2-1 in aggregate. I get my first goal. We can come back this game. We can go on to the Europa League final. And here we come on the attack again. It's Jadon Sancho. Gives it to Mason Mount. Mason Mount back into Sancho. Sancho sends a through ball into me. Me versus Stiller. I get rid of him. I have the pace. Can I go ahead and finish? And yes, I do. Prashani was open, but I had to make sure that that ball went in. 2-0, 2-2 in aggregate. 1 goal separates who's going to go to the Europa League final. And now in the second half, it's Mason Mount sends a through ball into me once again. I have the opportunity to take the lead, but no, I'm offside. That was the game winner. That was the goal that would have sent us to the Europa League final. And now Jadon Sancho finds me once again. This time, I am not offside. Can I go ahead and finish? And it just goes wide. The opportunity to send us to the final slips away. And now it's Prestiani on the ball with a through ball. Can I go ahead and get to it? And yes, I do. I knock it down with my head. I have a shot and it's saved. And now Jadon Sancho wins the ball back. He gives it. It's Mason Mount who sends me with a through ball. Once again, I have a finesse, but Nubo makes another great save. And now it's Jadon Sancho on the ball. Gives it into Mason Mount. Finds a brilliant through ball to me. I'm apparently injured, but I'm not ready to give up just yet. And it hits the crossbar. And here we come on the counter-attack. In the 84th minute, it's Jadon Sancho running down the wing. He cuts inside, and now it's a through ball to me. I may be injured, but I'm still not giving up. I still have the ball. I turn, and I send a through ball into Bresciani. Can we finish? And yes, he does. In the 87th minute, we're going through to the Europa League final. I get the assist. Is this game over? The ref blows the whistle. We're going to the Europa League final. It was time for the Europa League final, where we'll be facing Newcastle United. And as we finished in 7th place in the Premier League and Newcastle finished in 4th, the only chance of us getting UCL football is by winning the Europa League. But I'm not sure if we can do it. I may be the top goal scorer of this competition, but can we go ahead and beat a team that's 3 places above us? Can I go ahead and help Man United qualify for the UCL? This is it. This is the moment. If I can win my first trophy here and send Man United to the UCL, I will be one step closer to becoming a legend. And here come Newcastle United as the Europa League final kicks off. It's Willock on the ball. Willock gives it into Anthony Gordon. The Man United defense is struggling to get him. It's Anthony Gordon looking for the opportunity. He has a shot and no, it's a tackle and it's going to be a penalty. Horrendous defending from us. Please don't score this, Newcastle. And Alexander Isak is going to step up to take it. Onana's going to stay down the middle, but it goes in. Newcastle take the 1-0 lead in the Europa League final. And now it's Alejandro Garnacho dribbles past the Newcastle defense. We're looking for the first attack of the game. He gives it into Mason Mount, who sends a through ball into me. I have the opportunity to make it 1-1, but it's saved by Nick Pope. And now it's Jadon Sancho on the ball. Gives it to Cucurella, who signed for Man United. Who gives it to Mason Mount, who lays it up into me. I have a shot, and it goes wide. Mason Mount shouldn't have shot it. I wasn't ready to take that opportunity. And now it's Alejandro Garnacho once again looking to kickstart a counter-attack, and I receive the ball. I'm versus Fabian Schär. I try to get rid of him, and I technically do. I still have the ball. I have 1v1 against Nick Pope, and it's saved. But I have a follow-up shot, and it's saved again. I should have scored it to Jadon Sancho. And now it's Garnacho on the ball. He gives it into me once again. This time, I have to score, and yes, I do. It's 1-1 in this Europa League final. I need to win this trophy. And now it's the 77th minute. Jadon Sancho has the ball. He gives it to Mason Mount. He sees the space for Garnacho, and Garnacho picks it up. And now he has a space. He's 1v1 against the Newcastle keeper, against Nick Pope. He squares it to me instead, and I put it away. In the 80th minute, we take the lead in the Europa League final. After I missed so many chances, this has to be the one that wins us the game. And the game comes to an end. We have done it. 2 goals by me. Amazing performance from the team. We lift the Europa League trophy. We're going to the UCL. Surely I have to be a starter in every competition next year. And at the end of the season, I'm the highest scoring striker, more than 85 rated Dolbik, who they spent millions on in this summer, with 26 goals and 9 assists now at an 82 overall. After dragging them to the UCL, surely I'll be the starter next season. And as the new season began, I signed my contract, and Amorim has confirmed that that contract includes me starting in every single game possible this season. And of course, I kickstarted the season amazingly, scoring goal after goal in the Premier League. But it was time for me to make my UCL debut. But that UCL debut is going to be against Atletico de Madrid. I have to be beating the best teams in the world, including Atletico. And here come Atletico once again. It's Pablo Barrios looking for another shot. He gives it into Victor Gyökeres with a shot, and Onana makes another great save, saving us on my debut right now. And now it's Mason Mount sends a through ball into me. We have all the space in the world. A counter-attack for Man United. It's 1-2v1 against the Atletico keeper. I have the ball. I square it to Amad Diallo, and it goes in. Straight after that corner, we make it 1-0. I get an assist on my debut in the UCL. But here come Atletico's Victor Gyökeres on the ball. He's 1v1 against Andre Onana. He has a shot, and it goes wide. Gyökeres, so unlike him, he misses the golden opportunity. But it's Atletico once again. Archie Gray is chasing down Lino. It's Atletico looking to make it 1-1 here. He crossed in into Victor Gyökeres with a bicycle kick, and there he goes. He makes up for his miss. It's 1-1. The UCL is tough. And now it's Casemiro on the ball. He sees a through ball, and he sends it into Garnacho. And now it's Garnacho. Garnacho gives it into Mason Mount, who lays it off to Amad Diallo. Through ball into me. I take a touch. I have a finesse, and it goes in. My debut day goal. My first ever goal in the UCL. And we're back in the lead 2-1. We could win this first game. And that's it. My UCL debut ends in a victory. I get my man of the match. If I continue playing like this, we're going to win the UCL this season. And after picking up my man of the match, I continue my form, scoring goal after goal in the UCL, finishing at the top of the table and knocking out Slavia Prague in the round of 16. However, in the first leg of the quarterfinal, we lost to Atletico de Madrid, meaning in this second leg, we must turn this game around if I want to become a Man United legend and win the UCL. And here comes Moussa Diaby. We're trying to come back in this leg. It's Mateus Fernandes into Garnacho. Garnacho gives it into Cucurella. Cucurella is looking for the space. He takes the space. It's Cucurella. Squares it into me. I have a shot, and it goes in. 5 minutes in already. I make it 3-2 in aggregate. Man United are not ready to give up. I'm not ready to give up of becoming an icon. And now it's Ugarte on the ball, gives it into Moussa Diaby. Once again, 5 minutes later, we're looking for a goal. Moussa Diaby sends it all the way into Garnacho, takes a touch, lays it off into me again, but it's in, but it goes in. Emiliano Martinez, he talks so much trash, but he spills it in. We have equalized in aggregate. And now it's Mateus Fernandes. We're looking for that winner. It's Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho, he sees me with the space. I take the space. Me versus Christian Romero. I win every single time I have a shot. And Emi Martinez concedes again. I get a hat trick. 4-3. We're going to the semis, and the score is staying like this. And Alejandro Garnacho has the ball now. We're definitely not done with this game just yet. Garnacho crosses it into me. I have the touch. Take a touch. Through ball into Musa Diaby. And now it's Ugarte on the ball. He sees the space. He gives it to me. We're not done just yet. I'm not done just yet. I cut inside. It's versus Emi Martinez again, and I get my first ever poker. 4 goals. This tie is over. We're going to the semifinals. The game is over. I get my match ball. Who wants next? And it seems like Real Madrid won it next, and they destroyed us in the first leg 3-1 once again. And that means in the second leg we have to go ahead. I have to go ahead and clutch up again. But it's going to be difficult because I may be the top goal scorer. But Real Madrid's Kylian Mbappe is a close second. But can we go on to the UCL final? Can I go ahead and become an icon? And here come Real Madrid looking to extend their lead. Here is Jude Bellingham with a shot. Onana makes a save. And now Mateus Fernandes wins the ball back. He still has the ball. He gets rid of the Real Madrid defense. Mateus Fernandes crosses it into me. I don't know if that was the right decision. And no, it wasn't. And now it's Cucurella into Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho on the ball now. Gives it into Mateus Fernandes. Mateus Fernandes sends it through ball into me. I have the opportunity to take the lead in this game. And no, it's saved. Musa Diaby gives it to Mateus Fernandes once again. He squares it at me. And this time, no. It's a great block from Militao. And now it's Mateus Fernandes into Jadon Sancho. Finally sends it through ball into me. 1v1, I can't miss this one. And Alisson again makes a great save. And now it's Mateus Fernandes finds me once again. I have to score now. I have to assist. I have to do something. I get rid of the defense. I square it into Musa Diaby. And he puts it away. We make it 1-0, 3-2 in aggregate. We're in this game. We still have an opportunity. And now it's Musa Diaby. He wins the ball back. He sees the space. He's gonna take the space. It's still Musa Diaby. Musa Diaby, he finds me this time. I go ahead. Oh, and I'm offside. That was a clear goal. I do not miss those. And now it's Casemiro on the ball. It's Casemiro. Casemiro holds it. And now it's to me. Through ball into Musa Diaby. Can we go ahead and make it 2-0? Can Musa Diaby go ahead and get his brace for my assist? And no, it's saved. But I get the follow-up and it goes in. 3-3. Tied in aggregate 2-0. Next goal wins. The next goal has to be us. Into Casemiro. Now it's Casemiro on the ball. Through ball into me. This is the opportunity to win the tie, to win the game. And yes, I put it away. A brace for me. 4-3 in aggregate. All we have to do is hold out this lead and we'll be in the UCL final. And the game comes to an end. We're going to the final. A hard but earned victory. We do it once again. We come back once again. Who will we be facing in the final? If you want to be in a Premier League Academy, subscribe right now. And in the UCL final, we will be facing Barcelona. But the season has come to an end. Only the final left. We finished in 3rd in the Premier League as I just missed out on the Golden Boot. But the Golden Boot for the UCL has been secured as I am now an 87 rated at 19 years old. 50 goals and 16 assists. I have been unplayable this season. But I must do one last thing to become a legend, to become an icon. And that is to beat Barcelona tonight in the UCL final. The time has come. Will I be remembered forever as a legend or be another flop that just joined Man United? And it's Musa Diaby on the ball. Musa Diaby with a through ball into me. Can I go ahead and take the lead on this first attack of the UCL final? Me versus the keeper and it's Trivela and it goes wide. I almost took the lead for Man United. And now it's Ugarte with a through ball into me. I have the space. I'm going to take it. I give it to Musa Diaby instead. He cuts inside. He sends a through ball into me. I'm 1v1 against Ronaldo Araujo. I get rid of him. 1v1 against the keeper. I have a shot and it goes in. Ter Stegen gets beat and we take a 1-0 lead. Barcelona have been quiet. But I'm there with my second shot and my first goal. And now it's Malo Gusto on the ball. Gives it into Mateus Fernandes, into Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho sees the space. He gives it to Diaby. Diaby lays it off into me. Can I have the opportunity to score? I score into Musa Diaby. 2-0 in quick succession. Barcelona are out of their minds. They're not playing well. And we make it 2-0. Can we hold on to this lead? And now it's Mateus Fernandes into Musa Diaby. We're looking to finish off this game. It's a through ball into Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho gets rid of the defenders. He scores it into me. And it's another tap in. I don't care what they say about me. It's 3-0. This game has to be over. Happen Merchant, call me all you want, but I'm gonna be a UCL winner. And the ref blows a whistle. Barcelona did not show up today, and we've won the game. 2 goals by me. We are UCL winners, and I've become a Man United legend. Another team, another success. Let's go to Team 3. When I was a kid, all I ever wanted to be was a footballer in the best league in the world, the Premier League. But sadly, I suck at football and watch the Prem from my couch. But today that is going to change as I put myself in FC24 and join Man City's academy and aim to become a City and Prem legend. But yes, I have done it. I'm achieving my dreams. I've joined a team in the Premier League and the best one in that fact, joining Man City. But I think I'm the imposter in the Prem as I'm 67 overall and at 21 years old. However, I don't have too much competition, but that competition is very solid in Julian Alvarez and Erling Haaland, the two best strikers in the league. However, there is good news as Julian Alvarez is linked to a move away and he wants to leave City. Maybe, just maybe, I can kick off my career as Haaland's bench player. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know how I made it to City with 54 finishing and a strength of 57. I got the Lisandro Martinez build with the finishing of Romelu Lukaku. But if I could really impress Pep Guardiola in the preseason tournament, I could convince him to sell Julian Alvarez and, like I mentioned before, become the backup striker to Haaland. However, if I do fail to impress in this tournament, my City career is over and I'll be a lone merchant for the rest of my career. But I was not going to let that happen as I spent the next couple of weeks training my ass off, getting ready for the tournament, now reaching a 69 overall. However, something came up. And that issue is named Savinho as he has just joined City after a successful campaign with Girona. And it seems like Julian Alvarez is confirmed to leave as Savinho wants to convert to a striker, meaning him or I will become the backup striker to Erling Haaland. So I quickly burst into Pep Guardiola's office to ask him, how can I make sure that I become the backup to Erling Haaland and don't go out on loan?
Edgar, I am aware of your big dreams to play for City and become a legend, but I don't give out freebies. We see potential in you, and if you can impress in pre-season, we might sell Julian, who wants to leave, and you could play behind Haaland.
Okay, boss, what do I have to do?
You must score more goals than Savinho. Both of you will be sharing minutes in this tournament, and the one who scores more goals will secure the spot on the bench this season.
Got it, boss. I will not be loaned out. I will make you proud. Man, I have to compete with Savinho? He is 2 inches taller than me and shine in La Liga when I haven't even played a minute in pro football. There's no time to waste. I have 3 games to outscore Savinho. If you want to become a Premier League legend one day, subscribe right now. And it is confirmed, whoever scores the most goals will stay at City and be the backup while the other goes out on the loan. And the first game against AC Milan, Savinho gets up to start while I am sitting on the bench and he does score a goal. However, Man City did concede 2 more goals and we're down 2-1 at halftime. And I'm coming on for my first professional game ever. Savinho has scored a goal, however, I'm getting the rest of the second half. Hopefully, I can at least tie him here and get my first professional goal. And here comes the first attack of the second half. It's Jack Grealish with a brilliant through ball to me. I outpace the defender. I'm 1v1. No chance I missed this. I have a shot and it goes over the bar. There is my 54 finishing showing. But here we go once again. It's Phil Foden on the ball. I'm hoping he passes the ball to me because I'm wide open. He crosses it into me. I take a touch. I have a shot and it's just horrendous. How did I get a Man City contract, man? And now it's Gavardio kickstarting another counter attack and he gets me. And once again, I get rid of the defender. 1v1. There's no chance. I missed this by a lot and it's a great save by Mike Maignan. I'm getting closer and closer. And it's now the 90th minute as we're still 2-1 down. I've yet to score my goal, but it's Bernardo Silva into KDB, into me. I turn around. I see the run from Rodri. I have a chip pass to Rodri. Takes a touch, has a shot, and it goes in. I may have not gotten a goal, but I get the assist and the future Ballon d'Or winner Rodri gets the goal. We equalize. It's just a preseason tournament, but this means everything to me. If I can perform, I can stay here at City. The first game comes to an end, and Savinho takes a 1-0 lead against me as he has 1 goal and I have 0. With 2 games left, I need to somehow outscore the man who's played in La Liga, and I'm the man who just got his first ever game in pro football. But now it was time for the second game against Athletic Bilbao, but once again, I sat on the bench as Savinho started once again. But this time around, he failed to score, missing chances, and the first half ended in a 0-0 draw as I came on in the second half. And now it's the first attack of the second half. It's Rodri with a through ball into me. I get rid of the defenders. The defenders are pretty slow. 1v1 against the keeper. Can I put it away? And no, I still can't score my first goal. And now it's Phil Foden running past Adama. He's looking to make it 1-0. In this first game, he gives it to me. I have a finesse shot and it goes wide. I really need to get better at finishing, man, if I want to beat Savinho. And now it's the final minutes of the game and it's still 0-0. Phil Foden runs it back and now it's Phil Foden crosses it in into Bernardo Silva. And now Bernardo gives it to me. I flick it up with my chest. I get so lucky. I have a shot and it goes in. The luckiest of goals. I probably didn't even know how to do that. But I've scored my first goal. 1-0. We're gonna beat Athletic Bilbao. And I have equalized Savinho. And we're both 1 goal each. The whistle is blown and we have won. I've gotten my first ever professional goal and now I'm tied with Savinho. 1 game left to go against RB Leipzig. If Savinho beats me, I believe that my career is over as he is the better footballer. And if I go on loan, there's no chance I would ever play for City. And my dream of being a City and a Premier League legend would be over. And it was time for the last preseason tournament game. And this time, I am starting. I'm finally in the starting 11. And Savinho will sit on the bench. Meaning, I have the first time to score as many goals as I can. And hopefully, Savinho comes on and he doesn't score. Because I want to stay here. And I want him to go out on loan. Because I need to learn from the very best. Like Erling Haaland. But RB Leipzig have the first attack of the game. It's giving it to Timo Werner, who has signed back for the club as a finesse shot. And how are you gonna let shit guy, the guy who plays Fortnite, Timo Werner, score against you? Did he go 1-0 down? And it's not looking good for me so far. And here come RB Leipzig once again, dominating this Man City side. It's a through ball into Timo Werner once again, and he gets another goal. The Fortnite guy makes it 2-0. I haven't even touched the ball so far. I'm hoping I could get a goal or two before halftime. And it's about to be halftime. It's the 43rd minute, and here comes Phil Foden with the first attack for City. He's looking for somebody. He finds me. I take a fat touch, and I have a shot, and it goes in. A horrible angle to score from, but I do it nonetheless. I'm getting better and better each day. I get my second goal of the tournament, and I make it 2-1. Is there enough time for another goal for me? And there was not enough time for a second goal. The first half ends 2-1. That means my preseason tournament total is 2 goals to Savinho's 1. As he comes on for the second half. I'm hoping he does not outscore me. Man, as I come off the pitch, I can't help but wonder. I want my team to win, but if Savinho saves the day, he might benefit and secure his spot. I'm torn between wanting the team to succeed or my personal goal of outscoring him. Do I really want to bet against my own team like Ivan Toney? And here comes City mounting the pressure on RB Leipzig. Rodri wins the ball back, and now Savinho gets rid of one defender, gets rid of a second. That's disgusting. Savinho makes it 2-2. I want to celebrate because we're not losing anymore. But Savinho has now tied me in goals. That means we both have 2 goals. What were to happen if we tie? Do we both go on loan? Do we both stay? I don't know what's gonna happen, man. And here comes City once again. It's Bernardo Silva on the ball. He gives it to Savinho. When we win against the keeper, he's not gonna miss, and it's saved by Unai Simon. And here comes Phil Foden in the 90th minute of the game, still drawing. To RB Leipzig, it's a through ball to Savinho with a back heel, and it goes in. The best back heel you'll ever see, and he's done it. He's won City the game, but he makes it 3-2 in the scoring charts. He outscores me in the preseason tournament. And the whistle is blown. I'm happy that my team won. But Savinho outscored me, and my destiny is set. I will probably be going out on loan. Can I become a City? Can I become a Premier League legend if I'm just constantly going out on loan? But there it is. It's been confirmed. I've been loan listed. Not only that, but Julian Alvarez has left to join Atletico de Madrid, making Savio the backup striker to Erling Haaland. Am I ever gonna become a City or a Prem legend if I'm behind Haaland and Savinho? But as I'm waiting for offers to come in to see where I'm going to be out on loan, where I can improve, I see that Vinicius Jr. wins the Ballon d'Or as my teammate Rodri misses out. And that's when it occurs to me, in order for me to become a City and a Premier League legend is to win the Ballon d'Or first, to become the first ever City player to do it, but also become one of the very few Premier League players who have won it. And the first offer comes in, and it's to go out on loan to the SJ Earthquakes in the MLS. But let's be real, nobody wants to play in a burger league. Rejected. And another offer does come in, and it's from Newell's Old Boys, Lionel Messi's old club. But if I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to go to Argentina. I want to prefer and stay somewhere in England to learn the English game. So it's gonna be a swift and harsh reject from me. And we receive an offer that I simply possibly cannot refuse. It is Hull City. And as of the 24-25 season, Hull City are in the championship. So I think I might have to take it. And after rejecting another offer from CD Leganes in La Liga, I have gone ahead and accepted the Hull City offer. And there we have it. I've left City and I've joined Hull City on a 1-year loan with my future still in question, whether am I going to become a Premier League legend. And as I'm joining City, I do realize there hasn't been a lot of amazing players to have played for Hull City, with ex-players being Harry Maguire, Tom Huddlestone, and probably their best ever player, Jared Bowen. But maybe I could become the only ever legend to come out of Hull. And as I joined Hull City as the only basically striker at the club, and I've been given the number 5, the same as Harry Maguire, I feel insulted. I do realize that in order to win the Ballon d'Or, I need to take it step by step. And the first step is to impress here out on loan at Hull City to eventually get back to the City squad. And as I prepare for my Hull City debut, Pep Guardiola sends me a message. And that message says, "Hey Edgar, I hope you're not down in the dumps for going out on loan. I see potential in you and don't expect to be out on loan every season." He says if you want to become a squad player next season and not go out on loan again, all you have to do is beat Jarrod Bowen's record at Hull City in the championship and score 22 goals. And here come Hull City with the first attack of the game. It's into Ozan Tufan. Tufan threw ball into me with my first touch in the championship, and it goes in. I have scored my first goal on my debut for Hull City. I'm on my route to impress Pep Guardiola, and it all starts here. And now here comes Lokilo pressuring the Blackpool defense, and he wins it back. Lokilo gives it to me. I have a Chirella from out to the box, and it goes in. I put that out of nowhere, and I make it 2-0. I get my brace on my debut. And my debut comes to an end. A brace from me. Only 20 more goals. Yes, there's still a huge season left, but I think with a brace here, I've gotten the confidence to go ahead and outscore Jarrod Bowen's season. But after celebrating my amazing debut in the locker, I receive another message, and Pep Guardiola says, "I think I may have given you an easy task. You've already scored 2 goals. With your talent, you can easily score 22. So you know what? Scratch the 22 goal season. I want you to not only get that, but also take Hull City back to the Premier League." I cannot believe Pep Guardiola just changed my challenge. I was easily gonna get the 22 goals, but getting Hull City back to the Premier League, they haven't been there since the 16-17 season. And if you look at this squad, it's just not good enough. I hope the manager brings somebody in. But a new signing did come in, but I'm not sure if it was the best one, as ex-Man City Academy player Kelechi Iheanacho has joined Hull City. But the question is he the one to help me out to win Hull City that title and go back to the Premier League? But little did I know, he was the correct signing. And now it's Kelechi Iheanacho with a through ball to me. I have a volley and it goes in, and we're gonna beat ex-Premier League team Wolves, who just came down. This is good for the promotion race. And now Kelechi Iheanacho receives the ball, and it's another through ball to me. I take a touch, I have a shot, and it goes in once again. Another winner against an ex-Premier League side. Kelechi Iheanacho is literally the best attacking mid I've ever played with. He is really helping me go ahead to push for promotion. And at the end of the season, we did finish in 3rd place. Didn't do just enough to go to automatic promotion. But in the playoffs, we had Wolves in the final, meaning the winner of this game will go back to the Premier League. Not only that, but I've succeeded in one of Guardiola's goals is to get more than 22 goals, as I've gotten 25 and even won the Golden Boot. But in order to stay at City next season and not go out on loan, I must win this playoff final to send Hull City to the Premier League. And it was time for the moment of truth, the playoff final. All we need to do is win this game. All I need to do is win this game, and I'll be a City squad player next season. But if I lose, I will most likely go out on loan once again. And here we go for the first counter attack. It's Kelechi Iheanacho with a through ball into the space, and I'm gonna receive it. There's no defenders around me. 1v1 against the Wolves keeper, and it's a brilliant save. Alfie Jones wins the ball back. He gives it to Kelechi Iheanacho, who gives it to me. I have a shot, and it's another great save. And it's about to be halftime. Here comes Kelechi Iheanacho with another through ball. This time, I have to score it. It's saved by the keeper, but I'm going for the rebound here. I have a shot for some reason, and it goes wide. I just cannot score today, man. And Matheus Cunha wins the ball back right before halftime. He cuts inside. He has a finesse. It's off the bar and in. Matheus Cunha makes it 1-0 in his promotion final. And I've missed so many chances already. Did I really cost my team promotion? And as it is halftime, I walk off wondering what I've done wrong when Kelechi Iheanacho walks up to me.
Hey man, you've had a rough game. Let's switch. I'll go striker and you take Cam. 1, I'm feeling it today, and 2, City loves players who can adapt. What do you think?
Alright, got it. Let's switch and see how it goes. So Kelechi and I have decided to switch, as he is feeling it today, but I also need to learn to play another position if I want to get game time at City. Let's hope that this could win us the game. And it's the first attack of the second half. I'm running down the wing, give it back into Kelechi Iheanacho, who has a shot, and it goes in straight away. His first shot of the game. He makes it 1-1. There's still time to come back. Maybe Kelechi was right. And we win the ball back, and it's another counter attack. I see Kelechi Iheanacho runs. He brings it down. He has a shot, and he makes it 2-1. With only a couple minutes to go, we could have possibly won the game. And it's all thanks to Kelechi Iheanacho telling us to switch positions, or we're going back to the Premier League. And now it's the 89th minute. I receive the ball. I see Kelechi Iheanacho once again for a 3rd time. He takes a touch. He has a shot here, post, and it goes in. He caps off the game. We're already winning. It's now 3-1. He gets his hat-trick. His first game up top in probably a long time. And he does it. Gets a hat-trick. And we're promoting. I'm going to be a City player next season. And the game comes to an end, and we've done it. We left that trophy. We're going promoted. We're promoted to the Premier League, which means I'm going to be a City squad player next season, whether I'm on the bench, reserves, or possibly even starting. And now growing to a 74 overall, 25 goals, and 12 assists, I will be going back to Man City, where I will stay to be a squad player. But the question is, will I be a bench player, a starter player, or a reserve player? And as I arrived back at Man City, I am quickly called to Pep Guardiola's office to find out what my role will be for this season.
For the first time in 5 years, we went a whole year without a trophy. With De Bruyne and Haaland gone, we have gaps at striker and cam.
I'm ready, boss. I can replace Haaland.
Whoa, hold your horses. Savinho scored 15 goals last season, so he'll be starting up top. I saw what you did in the playoff final. Impressive. Would you be willing to play cam? It's only until we find a suitable replacement for KDB, which will take a lot of scouting. In the future, you'll have your chance up top.
Kelechi was right, man. At City, you need to be able to play anywhere. All right, I'll take the camera. Sure, boss. I'll take that camera until you find a replacement. I'm ready to do whatever it takes. And it seems like we're going to be converting to a center attacking mid position for the time being, because they want to find somebody special like KDB. But they need to do a lot of scouting. So for now, I need to be the attacking mid. So I quickly went to work and went to center attacking mid training, and after a couple weeks have fully converted to a center attacking mid, and even went up all the way to an 80 overall. And that is because my passing and my dribbling has always been better than my shooting. But I think if I eventually want to become a striker to eventually win the Ballon d'Or for Man City, I'm going to go ahead and have the attacking midfielder to continue to work on my finishing. But becoming a striker eventually is going to be difficult, as Savio is already at an 86 overall. The next step in winning the Ballon d'Or after impressing Guardiola and becoming a starter is to win a trophy. Last year they missed out on any trophy for the first time in 5 years, and with Haaland and KDB leaving, a new generation is starting, and it's time for me to secure a spot in that new generation. And it was now time for my Premier League debut, my first ever Premier League game for City and just in general against Fulham. I am fully prepared to assist the man who basically took my spot last season and this season. And here I come pressuring Fulham, and I get my first ball ever in the Premier League. This Dupron to Savinho, who has a weird face. He sends the goalkeeper, and it's ridiculous. He walks it in, I get my assist. But that has to be one of the most ridiculous goals I've ever seen. He sends the goalkeeper the other way, and we make it 1-0. We link up for the very first time. And as for Foden sprinting for the ball, gives it to Guardiola, into me with a no-look pass, into Savio with a header, and it goes in. I get another assist. I think I have that KDB vision. I didn't even look to see Savio, and I sent a perfect ball. We make it 2-0. Scott McTominay wishes he had that pass accuracy. And the first half is about to end. Here I come pressuring. I get the ball off the defender. I cut back. I'm looking for space. I have a shot from outside the box, and it goes in. A goal and 2 assists on my Premier League debut, on my cam debut for Man City. Maybe this is my new position. I want to be a striker, but it might suffice for now staying at cam. And after our brilliant performance, Savio and I come off as we have already done enough for the club. But Savio, share some words with me.
Hey Edgar, I'm sorry I took your spot, man. But game's the game. Look at us. We dominated against Fulham. I know you want to return to striker, but you might want to consider staying as a cam.
It's true, my passion is to be a striker in the Premier League, but I'll definitely think about it. And after winning that game against Fulham, it seemed like Savinho was right. Game after game, I was assisting him and he was scoring goal after goal, even reaching the Carabao Cup final. However, Savinho did get suspended in the semi-final, meaning he'll miss the Carabao Cup final. But it was now time for the Carabao Cup final up against Arsenal. I will be playing up top to replace Savinho, as he's the only striker at the club. But that leaves us without an out-and-out center attacking mid. I hope whoever plays behind me can go ahead and set up some balls for me. And James McAtee, the replacement cam, has won the ball back, and now he's looking for the through ball. He sees me, he has a through ball, but it's too powerful, and Ramsdale picks it up. And now it's Bernardo Silva into James McAtee on the ball once again, has a pass, but he's giving it straight to the defender. Man, he's struggling. But here come Arsenal in the last minute of the game. They haven't had an attack all game. They had through ball, Odegaard into Haaland with a shot, and it goes in. The first attack of the game for Arsenal. It's been a boring game, and Haaland, the player who used to play for City, the player Savio replaced, makes it 1-0. And it seems like Arsenal are going to win the Carabao Cup. And the ref blows the whistle and Arsenal lift the Carabao Cup trophy. I could have won the trophy to complete that challenge, to get the next step to winning the Ballon d'Or, but they're just gonna have to wait. Man, we really miss Savio out here today. And after missing out on the Carabao Cup, with Savio back, we dominated the route to the FA Cup final as we beat big teams and small teams. And at the end of the season, we just missed out on the Premier League to Arsenal. And we're now in the FA Cup final against Liverpool. And there's no suspension this time around. So I'm hoping we can win that trophy and progress on winning that Ballon d'Or. But right before the FA Cup final, I look at my stats and I'm at an 85 overall with 14 goals and 26 assists this season. But even after this amazing season, my breakout year, I wonder if I should remain at Cam or go to where I want to and become a striker. But before that decision is made, I have to go ahead and win the FA Cup final against Liverpool. And here we go with the first attack of the game. I pick up the ball, I see Savio, it's a brilliant through ball by me, it's a shot, and it goes in. The link up that we're missing in the Carabao Cup final is back in the FA Cup final as we make it 1-0. And now it's Trent Alexander-Arnold, but I intercept the ball. I see Savio making another run, it's a through ball, and Savio has another shot, and it's another goal. 2-0 in this first half FA Cup final. And I pick up the ball once again in the second half. Can we go ahead and make it 3-0 and end the game? It's Savio on the ball. It goes in. A hat-trick from Savio. This is the best duo in the world. This is what Man United thought Martial and Rashford would be. But they weren't, of course. But we get Savio his hat-trick. This game has to be over. And the FA Cup final comes to an end. We lift the FA Cup trophy. I've gotten one step closer of becoming a Prem and a City legend as I win my first trophy in my career. And straight after that FA Cup victory, I am called into Pep's office to have a word with him.
Thank you, Edgar, and congratulations on winning the FA Cup and having your breakout year. I loved the way you played as a central attacking midfielder and would love for you to stay there. However, we found a replacement if you decide against it.
After a lot of thought, I know I shine in that role and that team needs a Cam. But my dream is to become a top striker here, and I must follow that.
Fair enough. Just know you'll need to fight for the striker role with Savinho next season.
I understand. Thank you, boss. And now at the start of the brand new season, I am a striker once again. But there is a brand new issue as I only have 1 year left in my contract. But I am not the only one, as Savio is also on his last year on his contract. So not only are we fighting for the striker position, but I'm not sure if we're both gonna get new contracts at the end of the season. But regardless, Man City go ahead and sign Kelechi Iheanacho, my old teammate at Hull City, as a replacement center attacking mid for me. And it seems like Savio will be starting over me for the season, but I'm pretty sure Guardiola has given us fair game time in the preseason tournament all those years ago. I will get enough game time to prove myself and hopefully become the starting striker. And as the season was about to begin, Savio and I share some words in the locker room.
Yo, Edgar. So I heard you're back up top. I don't know if you know this, but Pep said only one of our contracts will be renewed at the end of the season as they have a backup lined up for next year. As much as I enjoyed our time together, just know I'll make sure I get that new contract.
Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, we'll be splitting minutes this season. I wish you the best of luck, Savinho.
Yeah, man, you should have stayed at camp.
But it was now time for the first game of the season as I sat on the bench and Iheanacho was making his debut. And now, up next, in order to go to the next step to win the Ballon d'Or, I think it's obvious I need to help Man City win the Premier League as they haven't won it in the past 2 years. And in the first half against Bournemouth, Iheanacho and Savio were just perfect for each other as Savio went ahead and scored 2 goals off 2 Iheanacho passes. But now in the second half, I'm coming on for my time. And now here comes Iheanacho looking for the first play. It's like we're back at Hull City. It's a beautiful ball. And now I'm 1v1 against the Bournemouth keeper. I put it away and make it 3-0. Savio has 2 goals, I have 1 currently, I'm sure I'll score another. And just like that, the game comes to an end. I get my first goal back up top as a striker. But Savio outscores me, which doesn't matter too much, it's just 1 game. But if this continues to occur throughout the season, I will never become a starter over Savio, and I won't get a new contract. So I need to make sure I lock in for the rest of the season. But lock in is exactly what I couldn't do. As for the rest of the season, I still continue to score goals. But Savio just continued to outscore me. And we were now at the end of the season, 1 game away from winning that Premier League title that I need, but only 2 points ahead of Liverpool. If we lose this game, Liverpool will probably win them, and they'll take away our league title. But not everything is all sunshines and rainbows. Like I mentioned before, Savio outscores me every single time, and he has outscored me this season by a whopping 19. And Pep Guardiola calls me into his office, probably to share some bad news.
I'm sorry. But Savio has outscored you, and we're only renewing one player's contract. So this game and the UCL final will be your last with us.
I understand, boss. Now that Iheanacho is shining at Cam, there's no way back. I want to say thank you, Pep. I may have yet to achieve my dream of becoming a Premier League legend, but maybe I can do it elsewhere. Thank you for the opportunity. And as the final game is set to kick off, this and the UCL final will be my last games. And it seems like I'm going to have to find another way to become a Premier League legend. Savio is going to be the one getting a new contract. And I'm going to have to find another, hopefully, Premier League club if I ever want to achieve my dream. But I guess I could use these two games to hopefully impress another Premier League side. But as I wait on the bench, here comes City on the first attack of the game, still trying to win the Premier League title. It's Savio on the ball, has a chip, and it goes wide. A terrible decision from Savio. And now it's Phil Foden into Iheanacho, who gives it to Savio once again. Has a shot, but it's straight to the Sheffield goalkeeper. How can you not score against Sheffield? Even Nico Jackson scores against them. And now it's Calvin Phillips on the ball. I'm still watching from the bench. It's Kelechi Iheanacho, gives it to Savio. Once again, can he finish it this time? And he has a terrible shot. But can he go ahead and get it? He tries to cross it back in, but it goes wide. Savio is not having the best of games. And the first half came to an end as the live scores say that Liverpool are leading in their game. And as I'm coming on in the second half, I need to make sure that we win this game if I want to save City their Premier League title. But Sheffield have been defending all game and passing. It's been a boring second half, but if we don't score from this, Liverpool win the league title. It's Rico Lewis. It's a Kelechi Iheanacho into me, and it goes in. My first attack of the game, my first shot of the game, the first attack of the second half. I have scored and possibly the winner, and I have won the Premier League title for Man City. This is my second to last game for the club, and I think I've become a hero. Come on, City. And let's go. The game comes to an end. We lift the Premier League title, my first ever Premier League title. I might be leaving Man City, but this sure stirs up an argument that I should be going to a top Premier League club like Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, or even Arsenal or Tottenham. Even though they're bottle jobs, I could still become a Premier League legend. But there's still one game left, and that is the UCL final. If I do get any minutes, because I've been on the bench the entire season, only coming on as a sub, I'll make sure I do my best for the city, the club that I love.
Man, he got lucky. Good thing is he's leaving the club and I will stay. I'll get the last laugh.
But it was now time for my last ever game, the UCL final, and I will be starting. I've gotten the nod over Savio. It looks like that goal has put me for the first time this season starting over Savio up top as he sits on the bench. Can I go ahead and impress for City and win the UCL final on my last ever game? And here we go with the first attack of the game. Calvin Phillips gives it to Kelechi Iheanacho running down the wing, crosses it into me. He finds me, I have a header, and it goes in. What a turnaround. I went from leaving the club, scoring the winner for the Premier League title, and now I take the lead in the UCL final. I'm having my last amazing games here at City. I hope a big club comes in for me. And here comes Gavardio. He wins the ball back. He gives it to Kelechi Iheanacho, and it's a through ball into me. I go ahead, I see the goalkeeper running now. I have a chip, and it goes in. We take a 2-0 lead. We're gonna win the UCL. I'm leaving the club with a Premier League, an FA Cup, and a UCL. I could possibly win the Ballon d'Or this year and become a Premier League legend without joining another club. But we take a 2-0 lead. But right before halftime, here come Barcelona looking to get a goal back, to get back into this game. And it's beautiful tiki-taka football. And it's Lamine Yamal takes a touch, has a shot, and it goes in. A similar goal to what he scored in the Euros. They make it 2-1. I hope that they don't come back. But like usual, I'm probably going to come off in the second half. Savio's going to come on. So I'm hoping he can secure this game and I can leave City winning the UCL. And at the start of the second half, I'm coming off as Pep Guardiola tells Savio to get over here. He's coming on. But Savio responds and says, "No, Pep, I will not be coming on. I should have never been on this bench. I shouldn't have been subbed off in the last game. This guy is leaving, not me. So you know what? How about this? Now I'm leaving the club as well. I'm not coming on." And it seems like Savio's not coming on. Oscar Bob comes in instead as striker, a position he's never played. This could affect the game. Disrespectful from Savio. I don't know why he got all mad. He'd been playing all season. But I've already stepped off the pitch. Oscar Bob has come in. I just hope that Barcelona don't come back from this. But Barcelona are pressuring City, and now Pablo Gavi gives it to Lamine Yamal with a shot, and it goes in. It's 2-2 in the second half. This is not looking good. Savio made a mistake. I should have stayed on. Savio should have mentioned that he didn't want to play anymore. What's going on? Are we gonna lose the UCL final? And Ederson throws the ball out in the last minute of the game, but they're fighting for it. And Lamine Yamal wins it back, and now it's Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal gets rid of Calvin Phillips. He gets rid of Rico Lewis. And now it's Lamine Yamal versus Ruben Diaz. Gets rid of him, and Rico Lewis again. It has a shot, and it goes in. A solo masterclass from Lamine Yamal gives them the possible victory. It's 3-2. Not much left to play. and I think it's over. And I think there's only one man to blame, and that is Savio. I'm sure if Savio would have come on, he probably would have scored another goal. But because he refused to come in, this game is over. And the ref blows the whistle. It is confirmed. Barcelona lift the UCL. I could have had the perfect fairy tale ending and possibly could have even won the Ballon d'Or if this went my way. But Savio's childish acts causes us to lose the UCL final. It could have been me. I could have scored another goal. But at the end of the day, I did my job. He was supposed to do his. And now he said he was leaving the club. I'm leaving the club. It's too late to give me a new contract. But Barcelona are UCL winners. But after winning that UCL, I walk out of the club, but so does Savio. And now I'm left to wonder what clubs will come in for me. And at the start of the brand new season, Savio has found his club in FC Barcelona, and I did receive a big money offer from Chelsea. But before I could even accept that offer, I was called back in to Man City's office, to Pep Guardiola's office, where I'm greeted by Kelechi Iheanacho and Guardiola, as they're gonna try and convince me to join back at the club.
Edgar, I'm so glad you can make it. I want to apologize for what happened. Savio's childish acts have left us unprepared, and we'd like to sign you back. But I know not getting a new contract was disrespectful.
I don't know. It's clear I was never the main man.
Edgar, come on man, remember us at Hull. I'll be honest, the reason I flopped at City in the first place was because I felt entitled to something better, and when I wasn't getting game time, I left. Look what happened. But thanks to you, I'm back where I belong, and I know I can help you win the Ballon d'Or and become a Premier League legend.
Alright, sign me back. Let's do this.
And I was convinced. I re-signed for Manchester City, and because we won the Premier League title last year, the one and last step to get me that Ballon d'Or is to win the UCL with Man City. But can I go ahead and do it when Savio is at Barcelona, probably the best club in the world? Can I win the UCL? Can I become a Premier League legend? But it was now time for the UCL final. We have arrived. One more game and I could win the Ballon d'Or, possibly up against Savio and his brand new club, Barcelona. But the question is, can I finish the job? Can I become a City legend? Can I become a Premier League legend? Or am I gonna flop like the typical Premier League player who comes out of any academy? And here comes Jeremy Doku trying to start a counter-attack, but Lamine Yamal gets the ball, and it's a through ball into Savio. He's 1v1 against Ederson. He knows him very well. It's still Savio with a shot, and he goes near post. Ederson was never saving that. It's a brilliant goal from Savio. Barcelona for 1-0 up. But here we go on their counter-attack. It's Kelechi Iheanacho on the ball. He gets a through ball into me. I have a finisher from outside the box, and it just goes over the bar. I almost equalized the game. And now it's Kelechi Iheanacho on the ball with a through ball into me. He sees me. I have a scissor kick, and why did I shoot from there? I was not in prime position. And it's going to be halftime. I have not been clinical in this first half as Barcelona lead 1-0. And Kelechi Iheanacho walks up to me.
Hey Edgar, you probably think I'm gonna ask you to change positions.
I was just about to suggest that.
No, believe in yourself. I know you can score.
And now it's Jeremy Doku in the second half, gets it to Kelechi Iheanacho, who opens it for Foden with a through ball to Kelechi with a volley, and it goes in. Iheanacho has equalized the game, becoming a City hero possibly in the making. It's 1-1. Can we score another goal? And now it's a through ball into Foden, gives it to Bernardo Silva, who lays it up for Kelechi Iheanacho, takes a touch, he's gonna score a second, he gives it to me instead, I put it away, it goes in. We have done it. We have come back against Barcelona in the 90th minute. We're gonna win the UCL. I just hope I can win the Ballon d'Or. But even if I don't win the Ballon d'Or, I'm sure I'm a City legend. I'm sure I'm a Premier League legend. And it's over. We have done it. We have overcome it. I have overcome it all. We win and we lift the UCL. I beat Savio at his own game. I beat him at his new club, FC Barcelona, and we lift the UCL trophy. I'm sure I'm a Man City legend. But the question is, can I win the Ballon d'Or? Can I become the first City player ever and the first Mexican player ever to win the Ballon d'Or? And yes, I have done it. I have won the Ballon d'Or, confirming myself as a Prem legend. And now that we've done both Manchester clubs, let's go ahead and do a cursed nation. This is England, the best national team of all time. But sadly, they are the biggest bottle jobs in the world. But today that is going to change, as I'm going to represent the English national team to help them become the world's best team. As I was ready to kick off my career in the MLS, Gareth Southgate of all people called me into his office alongside two other players in Joshua Zirkzee and Matthias Tel. I wonder what he wants.
Right, boys, I have brought you in here today because I'm tired of the bottle job mentality among English players. No matter the investment, we always fall short on the biggest stage. I've decided to bring in talents from countries that may not appreciate them as much. Zirkzee, Tel, Edgar, you all have what it takes to change the game for England. What do you say? Will you wear the three lions and help us rewrite history?
Count me in. Let's make history together.
I'm in. I'm sure I will be better than any English striker ever. Let's do this.
Absolutely, I'm ready to give it all for England. While representing England, I will become the greatest Englishman of all time. And as Gareth Southgate joins Sheffield United, he go ahead and signs me, Joshua Zirkzee, and Matthias Tel as we're all set to make our debut against Burnley in the Championship, as I'm going to represent the English national team in the future. And my debut kicks off as it's a brilliant through ball into me. I have all the space in the world, but I see a pass to my right side. I give a through ball into Joshua Zirkzee, who's gonna have a shot for his first goal, and yes, he does. His first ever goal for Sheffield United, his first ever goal as he promised to represent England in the future alongside me and Tel. It's gonna be an amazing debut for us. And here we go once again. Sheffield United gives the ball into Tom Davies, into me with a through ball into Matthias Tel with a shot, and it's another debut day goal for another player in Matthias Tel. We go 2-0 up. This trio is gonna be absolutely disgusting. And the half isn't over just yet. As I receive the ball outside of the box, I dribble inside. I have all the space in the world. I have a shot, and it goes in. 3-0. I get my debut day goal. Matthias Tel gets a debut day goal, and Zirkzee gets a debut day goal. Surely, we're gonna break England's curse in the future. But this debut wasn't over as I give a brilliant through ball into Tel, and he has a shot, and it goes in. Matthias Tel gets his brace on his debut in the Championship. We're easily going to promote Sheffield United to the Premier League. And now it's Matthias Tel on the ball. He sees the space. He gives a through ball into Joshua Zirkzee. Zirkzee is 1v1 against the keeper. Zirkzee with a shot, and it goes in. Another brace for another debutant. We're really showing out here in the Championship. One last attack before this game's end. I get the ball once again outside of the box. It's my specialty. I have a shot, and it goes in. 6-0. A brace from each debutant. A debut from me, a brace for me, a brace for Tel, and a brace for Zirkzee. We're really showing out. The game comes to an end. Gareth Southgate made the right choice of signing us up for his new club as we get all braces ready to dominate the Championship. And straight after that domination, we get to know each other in the locker room.
Wow, I can't believe I was gonna spend my whole career with no cap. Imagine being a loser with no cap, just like Wan-Bissaka. In 5 years, we'll be able to play for England.
I agree. I can't wait to represent.
Wait, how are we so sure we'll all get chosen? The England team is stacked as it is. Not only do we have to live up to the expectations of English players, but deal with the English player curse of not winning national trophies.
Relax, Edgar. We'll be fine.
Yeah, chill. The curse doesn't exist.
And domination is the only word to describe our season. Tel, Zirkzee, and I absolutely dominated the Championship, just fumbling. Automatic promotion just like Leeds United. But we're getting ready for the playoff final up against Leeds United, with the winner going to the Premier League. But right before the playoff final, Southgate go ahead and calls me into his office. I wonder what he has to say.
Edgar, you've done well. Matter of fact, you've shocked me. You've been the best player of the trio, and you're my favourite to start for England in a couple of years. Just finish the job tonight and beat the professional chokers Leeds.
Yes, sir. I won't let you down. Wow, I'm the favorite? I never thought I'd be starting for one of the best national teams in the world. I just hope the curse doesn't affect me. And the game kicks off right away as Matthias Tel gives a brilliant through ball into me. I lay it down, I have a shot, and it goes in. There's a reason Southgate said I should be the one starting. He said I'm the best in the trio, and I show out as I make it 1-0 in this playoff final. And now I have the ball once again. I give it back into the midfielder with a brilliant through ball into me. I'm 1v1 against the keeper once again. I have a shot, and it goes in. 2 goals from me, another brace from me this season. I'm really showing Gareth Southgate that I should be the English starter in the next World Cup. And here comes Sheffield United once again in the second half. Matthias Tel with a brilliant pass into me. I have the space, I have a finesse, and it goes in. A hat-trick for me, my first ever hat-trick in my career. After Gareth Southgate's kind words, I really prove him right as I score a hat-trick. And just like that, the ref blows the whistle. I pick up my first ever match ball in my career in a Sheffield United shirt, and I'm really showing that I will be the solution to English problems in a couple years as we lift the playoff trophy.
Great job out there, Edgar.
Yeah, you were outstanding.
Thanks, guys. Let's hope we all succeed with England.
And as my brilliant debut season comes to an end, I end the season with 18 goals in my career and a 70 overall, as I am yet to win a trophy with England. However, playing for Sheffield United in the Premier League was pure progression as we survived relegation, finished in mid-table, and then finished in 10th place in the final third season as Gareth Southgate calls me, Xerxes, and Matthias Tell to his office at the end of season number 4.
Alright guys, as you know, next year you'll be eligible for England. You've been amazing with Sheffield, but it's time I focus on the England job. Before I leave, I'll be selling you 3 to different Premier League clubs. Keep in mind, only one of you can start for England. So for the 2029-2030 World Cup, only one of you will start. You gotta fight for it. I'm excited to see you all grow.
Sorry, boys, I will start.
I have the most experience. Trust me, I will start.
Man, only one of us? I wish we could all play together, but I must be the one to start.
And as I aim to become English starter in the next World Cup, I have a total now of 69 goals and a 79 overall still yet to represent and win a trophy with England. And at the start of season number 5, the trio and I have completely separated as Matthias Tell has joined Liverpool, Xerxes has joined Tottenham Hotspur, and I have joined Manchester United. I wonder how we all feel about our transfers.
Wow, Liverpool. I'm their number 9. I'll score plenty of goals here.
Man United, the greatest club in English history, where most Englishmen crumble, but I can do it.
Spurs. I got signed by Spurs, the worst of the trio transfers. I feel disrespected. I will show the world I should be England's starter.
But it was time for me to make my Man United debut against Matthias Tell, who is making his Liverpool debut. I am now playing for a top team in the Premier League. Surely there's no excuse why I shouldn't represent England at the next World Cup. Now it's Amad Diallo with a brilliant through ball into me. My first attack of my career at Man United. I have a shot and it goes in. My first shot ever for the Red Devils ends up in a goal as I get a debut day goal in this tough tie. Here come Liverpool looking for a goal of their own. It's a brilliant through ball into Matthias Tell, who is now 1v1 against the keeper. He gets rid of the defender. He gets rid of him again. He gets rid of him a third time. He has a shot and it goes in. Lisandro Martinez gets absolutely embarrassed. And Matthias Tell is clinical as he makes it 1-1, getting his debut day goal. And just like that, it is going to be halftime. Forward defending for Man United, just like in real life. And Matthias Tell makes it 1-1. Let's hope I can win on my debut. And now Liverpool have a corner. They cross it to the edge of the box. It's laid off into Matthias Tell with a first time finish, and it's a brilliant goal. Terrible goalkeeping. And Liverpool make it 2-1 as Matthias Tell gets a brace. And I am now 1v1 against the keeper. I take a touch. I have a shot, and yes, I make it 2-2. In the 90th minute, I have equalized for Man United, but we should have won this game. But at least I don't lose on my debut for Man United. And just like that, the ref blows the whistle. 2 goals from me and 2 goals from Matthias Tell. It looks like Gareth Southgate has a tough job of selecting me or Matthias Tell, and maybe even Joshua Xerxes, even though he's playing for that shit bottle job team. Our very next game is up against Joshua Xerxes and Tottenham Hotspur. 2 back-to-back tough games. 2 back-to-back games against my old friends and the mans who we are competing against for the England striker position. Let's hope I can win this one this time around. And here comes Amad Diallo down the wing. He cuts inside. It's still Amad Diallo, gives a pass it to me. I take a touch. I have a shot, finesse, and it goes in. Vicario is not saving that shot as I make it 1-0. I am totally gonna win this game. That's Kobe Mainu into Mason Mount with a brilliant through ball into Alejandro Garnacho, who has all the space in the world. He takes a touch. He gives a pass back into me. I have a finesse shot and it goes in. I get my brace. I make it 2-0. I'm not letting Joshua Xerxes take my spot. And now it's Mason Mount into Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo into Mason Mount once again. Mason Mount with a brilliant through ball to me. 1v1 against the keeper. I do not miss from these positions. A finesse and it goes in. A hat-trick. My first ever hat-trick for Man United as I go 3-0 up in the first half. There's no chance they come back. And it's going to be halftime. I'm going into the half with a hat-trick to my name. Xerxes has no chance of winning this game. And now here comes Tottenham Hotspur, not looking to give up so easily. Sarr into James Maddison with a loud pass into Xerxes, who takes a touch, has a shot, and it goes in. Xerxes makes it 3-1. Surely there isn't enough time for them to come back. And now it's Sarr on the ball into Kulusevski. Kulusevski on the ball. He has a cross in to Joshua Xerxes, who lays it off with his chest, has a beautiful volley, and it goes in. Xerxes makes it 3-2. There's no way that this bottle job team is going to come back, especially now with Joshua Xerxes there. And now it's James Maddison on the ball, running down the wing. He takes the space. He has a cross into Joshua Zirkzee with a header. And come on, the goalkeeper needs to be doing a better job. He's looking like Loris Karius in the UCL final. But Zirkzee has equalized to make it 3-3 for his own hat-trick as we draw another game in the Premier League. And the ref blows the whistle. Zirkzee walks off happy as he scores a hat-trick. I score a hat-trick of my own, but we bottled that game. Wow, both Tel and Zirkzee are absolutely incredible. It's going to be tough securing this spot. And as I realized that it's not going to be easy to represent England for the next 3 seasons, Matthias Tel, Zirkzee, and I all had a brilliant 3 seasons, but still, City won the next 2 Premier Leagues. But in the 3rd season, there was finally a chance that one of us was going to win the Premier League, as I was fighting for the Premier League title up against Joshua Zirkzee on the final day of the season. But right before the final day of the season, where we will be facing each other, Gareth Southgate calls in Joshua Zirkzee and me to his office. I wonder what he wants.
Congrats, boys. One of you will win the Premier League title, and I have decided the winner will be chosen for England for this year's World Cup.
Thanks, boss. I may have the odds against me, but I will win this trophyless team, the Premier League.
I wish you luck, Zirkzee, but I will win tonight and take that spot.
It seems that Gareth Southgate has confirmed that the winner of today's game, the winner of the Premier League, will represent England in this year's World Cup. Let's just hope that I need to beat Joshua Zirkzee in order to play for England and win them the World Cup. Mason Mount gives it into Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo on the ball, gives it back into Mason Mount. Mason Mount with the through ball into me. I'm 1v1 against the keeper. I have a shot and it goes in. I make it 1-0. I'm taking that English spot. Nobody else is taking it from me. And now I'm through with space. I take all the space in front of me. I'm 1v1 against the keeper. I have a finesse shot and it goes in. 2-0. 2-0 in this first half. A burst from me already. I'm telling you, Joshua Zirkzee is not taking my spots. And just like that, it is going to be halftime. I go 2-0 up. But last time I was in a lead against Tottenham Hotspur, he came back and equalized the game. Let's just hope that I can keep this lead, maybe score another, and Joshua Zirkzee does not get chosen for England. Come Tottenham Hotspur though, it's Udogie with a cross into James Maddison, who gives it to Joshua Zirkzee with a finesse, and it goes in. A beautiful volley from Zirkzee as he makes it 2-1. There's still time for him to come back, and I'm not liking that. Now it's James Maddison with a brilliant through ball to Joshua Zirkzee. Lisandro Martinez gets burst pass through. Zirkzee with a shot, and Zirkzee with another goal. This guy just continues to come back against me. 1 goal is left to decide who is going to be the Premier League winner and the striker for England at this World Cup. And it better be me. But Lindelof loses the ball. Can he go ahead and win it back? No, Zirkzee wins the ball back. He cuts back. He gets rid of Lindelof. He gets rid of all the defenders. He has a shot, and terrible, absolutely horrible defending. Just like Barcelona, Man United do have a Zirkzee scores a winner. And he's going to win the Premier League, and he's going to go to the World Cup with England, and I'm going to be left at home. Ref blows away, so Zirkzee picks up his match ball, a 3-2 comeback. The typical, I always bottle games. The team always comes back on me, but Zirkzee lives the Premier League title, and he's going to be chosen for England.
Yes, I've done the impossible. I won a trophy with the Bums and will be chosen for England. I will win the World Cup.
I'm proud of Zirkzee, but it was supposed to be me. I hope this goes well for him.
And as Zirkzee gets chosen for the World Cup, he has a brilliant campaign as he leads England all the way to the final, where he will now be facing Belgium in this World Cup final. As I watch in the locker room, I'm kind of hoping that Zirkzee wins, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind if he loses. And here comes England straight away in the start of this World Cup final. It's a pass to Zirkzee with a shot, and it goes wide. Good start from Joshua. Now James Maddison into Joshua Zirkzee. The link up from Tottenham Hotspur is working here. He has another shot, and it goes wide. Zirkzee misses. Yet again, another shot. Now it's Phil Foden on the ball with a cross in into Zirkzee. He takes a touch with his header. He has a shot, and it's a terrible, terrible shot from Joshua. Why is he not scoring in this game? Just like that, it's going to be halftime. After being so prolific in the tournament before this game, he's now having a stinker. Let's hope he scores a goal in the second half, and he can win England that World Cup. Now it's Zirkzee on the ball, 1v1 against the keeper. There's no chance he misses this one. It's very, very clear, and he has a shot, and it goes wide. Zirkzee is crumbling under the pressure. It's Declan Rice into Zirkzee. Zirkzee still on the ball. Zirkzee's trying to get past the defenders, but he gets fouled in the penalty box. It's going to be a penalty, and he's going to take it. Surely, he does not miss a penalty. Joshua Zirkzee is 1 kick away from breaking England's curse and becoming a national hero. He has a shot, and it goes wide. He misses the penalty to win it all. What is going on? And here come Belgium with the first attack of the game. It's looking back here with a cross in into who is that? It has goes in. Carrasco scores the winner. 1-0 for Belgium. How did this happen? England were dominating the entire game and Belgium of all teams get lucky. That's it, the ref blows the whistle and Belgium lift the World Cup. The most overrated national team of all time wins the trophy. England are surely bottle jobs and Xerxes has let the nation down. Wow, Xerxes had a disaster class. He was only one game away. I think the pressure and the curse really got to him. I hope he is okay and can recover from this.
Haha, little boy Xerxes couldn't handle the job. That leaves a spot for me. There is no chance he plays for England. I am up next.
And as Belgium win that World Cup, I now have a total of 150 goals in my career, sitting at an 86 overall. Hopefully, I'm next up for England in 4 years' time. To kick off season number 8, we have a shock transfer as Joshua Xerxes is going back to relegation fighters Sheffield United as he attends a press conference straight after signing for the club.
Yes, I was sold from Spurs as I costed England the World Cup, but I will work my way back up to the team. Trust me, I will win the World Cup for England.
Wow, sold from his club just for missing a penalty? The English are harsh, man.
Haha, you think you'll get called up again? You will be banished, especially with me being up next.
And it seems like Matthias Tel was correct as Joshua Xerxes for the next 4 seasons continues to fall down in the pecking order in English football as he joins lower and lower division clubs. But for the next 4 seasons, I win 2 Premier Leagues and Matthias Tel wins another 2 Premier Leagues as on the end of the season in season number 11, another World Cup year, I am in the UCL final up against Matthias Tel. Surely the winner will represent England in this year's World Cup. But right before the UCL final, before the derby, before the face-off of me and Matthias Tel, Gareth Southgate calls us into his office together.
Well, boys, look where we are, World Cup year, and both of you seem to be tied as players. It seems like the winner of the UCL will get the spot this year for England. Just remember, look at what happened to Xerxes since his penalty miss. He has just gotten worse and worse and now plays in League 2. I hope you guys know the responsibility it is to lead England. I chose you all because I believe you are the best suited, but show me who deserves to play for England.
It's gonna be me, boss. Xerxes was never the one. I will win the World Cup for England.
Wow, Xerxes really crumbled under the pressure. It is tough to be under English pressure. Can I handle it? But it is now time for the UCL final. Me versus Matthias Tel, the winner will be representing England. But the England curse is no joke as Joshua Xerxes missed the penalty and was publicly shamed for years until he fell down into League 2. Let's hope whoever wins this game, it doesn't happen to them. But I'm planning to win this UCL final and I'm going to represent England and win that World Cup. Now it's Kobe Mainu on the ball, gives the ball into me. I'm 1v1 against the keeper, I have a shot and it goes wide. I just miss the opportunity to go 1-0 up. Now it's Alejandro Garnacho on the ball with a crossing into me with a volley and it goes wide. I'm getting so close to taking the lead, man. Now Liverpool are trying to play from the back, but Amanda Diallo wins the ball back. He gives it back into me who have a free wide open shot and it's blocked by the defender. What is going on with me? And it's going to be halftime. It seems like I'm feeling the pressure of potentially fucking up with England and falling down and ruining my career. But there's still a whole second half to be played in this UCL final. I need to lock in. But now it's Matthias Tel on the ball with the first attack of the game for Liverpool. Matthias Tel gets rid of Lisandro Martinez, has a shot, and it goes in. Lisandro Martinez is literally Matthias Tel's bitch because he's always getting rid of him. And now it's 1-0 for Liverpool in this UCL final. And now it's Ryan Gravenberch on the ball, through ball into Matthias Tel. Matthias Tel takes a touch, he has a shot, and it goes in. 2-0. It's literally not looking good, bruv. And now Matthias Tel gets his brace in this UCL final. Please, I need to become the comeback king that Joshua Xerxes is. And now it's Liverpool once again. Nunez into Curtis Jones, through ball into Matthias Tel with a shot, and it goes in. Hat-trick hero for Matthias Tel. They're going to win the UCL, and Matthias Tel is going for England. And maybe I won't ever represent the English national team. And the game comes to an end. The ref blows the whistle. He picks up his match ball and he lifts the UCL title. I have some Premier Leagues to my name, but it doesn't compare to the UCL that Matthias Tel just won. Congratulations, Tel. I knew you would do it, friend.
Friend? You were never my friend. I just had to play with you. Now I'm going to England and winning the World Cup, and you are never getting a cap.
Wow, what the hell happened with Tel? And as Matthias Tel gets selected for the English national team, he, like Joshua Xerxes, has a brilliant performance in the campaign, leading to another World Cup final as he is set to face Portugal, a team who have never won the World Cup. As the World Cup final is set to kick off, I have a couple thoughts as I watch on from the locker room. It is true that Tel was an ass to me, but he deserves this.
He has been absolutely amazing. He is surely gonna be Portugal. They have never and will never win this World Cup. I just hope that he can handle the pressure. And the World Cup final kicks off. It's Bukayo Saka now on the ball, looking for the first attack of the game. He has a pass into Matthias Tel, has a shot, and it's a brilliant goal from Matthias Tel. I gotta give it to him. There's a reason why he was chosen for the national team. 1-0 to England. And now it's Matthias Tel into Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka gets rid of the defenders. It's still Bukayo Saka with a cross into Tel. Tel has a touch, has a shot, and it goes in. It's a brace from Matthias Tel. He's gonna win the World Cup with England. As much as I wish it was gonna be me, I'm glad that somebody is doing it. And the ref blows the whistle. Matthias Tel takes a 2-0 lead for England. All he has to do is score one more goal or just keep the lead. Let's just hope he doesn't choke, as per England usual. And now it's Portugal with the first attack of the game. Bernardo Silva into Joao Felix with a shot, and it goes in. Joao Felix gets the easiest goal of his career as he makes it 2-1. And now it's Vitinha on the ball with a brilliant through ball to Joao Felix. Where is the English defense? It's like Maguire's on the pitch, and it goes in. Joao Felix gets his brace. England are bottle dropping once again. It's like it's in their blood, it's in their nature. Joao Felix makes it 2-2. And I'm not sure what just happened, but it looks like it's going to be a penalty for England. I missed the tackle completely, but it looks like it's going to be a penalty. And they showed the replay, and yes, Cancelo fouls Matthias Tel. Now all he has to do is score this penalty to win the World Cup for England. Matthias Tel steps up, he has a shot, and it goes wide. Matthias Tel bottle drops it, just like Joshua Zirkzee 4 years ago. And here comes Bernardo Silva straight after the penalty. He has a cross into Joao Felix, takes a touch, has a shot, and he puts it away. Portugal are gonna win the World Cup. Matthias Tel has blown the lead, he's fumbled the bag. It's not looking good. Joao Felix potentially scores his hat-trick and the winner. And just like that, the ref blows the whistle and England bottle drop once again. Who was surprised? I was hoping that Matthias Tel would be the one to do it. And now it seems like it might be me if Matthias Tel doesn't fall out, just like Zirkzee, as Portugal lift the World Cup. And as the pressure ate Matthias Tel alive, at the end of the season, I now have a total of 250 goals and I'm sitting at a 92 overall. Surely, I'm next in line if Matthias Tel starts to perform badly. Season number 12 kicks off as just like Joshua Zirkzee, Matthias Tel is shockingly transferred to relegation rivalers Luton Town as he has a press conference for himself.
This isn't over. I won't be like Zirkzee and be banished from the England squad, and I will not fall down to the lower divisions. Mark my words, I will bring the World Cup home.
You see, Edgar, that is the curse, that is the pressure that comes with playing for the Three Lions. Tel will never play for us again. He will not be able to deal with the failure. That leaves me with you. You were the chosen one years ago, but you let those bums outshine you. So do me a favour, be ready for the World Cup because you have to win us the World Cup.
Yes, sir. How did this happen? I was supposed to have an awesome football career, but now I am stressed at all times and responsible for England's World Cup in 3 years' time. I don't know if I can do it. And as Gareth Southgate puts humongous pressure around me, I have the worst season of my life this season. And it seems that Gareth Southgate is disappointed as he calls me back into his office at the end of the season.
What the hell was that season? You're moving like Lamine Yamal out there. You've got 3 years to fix yourself. You better do it.
Yes, sir. He's right. I need to lock in. To kick off season number 13, as I told myself I need to lock in, I go ahead and transfer out of England, joining PSG, as I believe that all the English media and all the English fans is the one that's killing me. And lock in is exactly what I did at PSG, as I went ahead and won 3 trebles for the club and won 2 Ballon d'Ors, as I was finally selected for the World Cup in the 2037-2038 season. But as I sit in the locker room for England for the very first time, I'm nervous about my first World Cup campaign. Wow, this is it. I just got caught up for England. I've dominated in France and even won 2 Ballon d'Ors, the most by an Englishman. I'm surely the best English player ever to represent the national team, but that cannot be confirmed. I need to win the World Cup. But the pressure, man. Zirkzee has played in League 2 since he messed up, and Tel retired early because he kept failing. I cannot let it get to me. I must give the English fans what they deserve, and that is the World Cup. But it was now time for the World Cup final, as I was dominating for England and now will be playing against their biggest rivals in Argentina. There's so much pressure on my shoulders to win the World Cup for England and become the greatest English player of all time. But before that game, Gareth Southgate brings me into his office.
Well, 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 you have been the best of the trio. See, I told you, you were the chosen one. Just remember, you mess up out there, you will be hated forever. You have set the highest of hopes, the most Ballon d'Ors for a man who represents England. There are thousands of people wearing your jersey. One screw up and you will be banished from England.
I will try my best, no pressure. If you think I'm gonna be able to break the curse for England, subscribe right now as we're trying to get to 500k subscribers. And the game kicks off as Jude Bellingham quickly wins the ball in the first minute of the game. He gives a sweat into me, I have a shot, and it's saved by the Argentinian goalkeeper. And now it's Emiliano Martinez into Enzo Fernandez, but I win the ball back. Surely it's gonna be a goal. I have a shot and it goes wide. Come on, I gotta score one of these. Jude Bellingham wins the ball once again. He gives it into Conor Gallagher with a pass into me. 1v1 against keeper. I have a shot, and yes, I put it away. My first goal ever in a World Cup final as we go 1-0 up in this first half. And the ref blows away, so 1-0 to England, 1-0 to me. I want to win this World Cup. I do not want to bottle job it like Xerxes, Matthias Tell, and those before me. I have a lot of pressure as I'm not even from England. Now here come Argentina with a brilliant through ball into Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho chips it and it goes wide. Just we get lucky. Mark Guehi, he's trying to build from the back, but Garnacho wins the ball clear as day, has a shot, and it just goes wide. Garnacho really fumbled that shot. But now here come Argentina once again. It's a through ball into Garnacho, has a volley, and it goes in. Come on, we were doing so well to keep the lead. It is now 1-1. Please, Argentina, do not score another goal. And I get pushed down in the penalty box in the last minute of the game. History is going to repeat itself for a third time. Another penalty for England in the 90th minute of the game. The question is, am I going to be the one to score it all? Wow, I am here. Those before me have failed. My good friends Xerxes and Tell, their careers fell apart. This is for them. This is for Gareth Southgate. And this is for all the England fans. The final kick of the game, the final kick separating England from a World Cup as I have the shot and it goes in. I have done it. I did not crumble under the pressure like those before me. I have surely broken the England curse and I'm bringing the World Cup home as I make it 2-1 in the 90th minute from a penalty. And yes, the ref blows the whistle. I have done it. I have brought the World Cup home back to England for the fans, for everybody that supports the team as we lift the World Cup final. And I surely have become the greatest English player of all time. And I finished my career winning the World Cup with England, becoming the GOAT of English football with 369 goals and 97 overall. And now that we've removed England's curse, let's try to make it at the greatest team of all time. Now as a kid, all I wanted to be was a pro footballer for the best team in the world, Real Madrid. But I sucked at football and now I just play career mode all day. Day that is going to change as I'm putting myself in FC24 and join the Real Madrid Academy La Fabrica, and I aim to become a Real Madrid legend. But yes, I've done it. I'm achieving my dreams and playing for Real Madrid. But it's not looking good, bruv, as I'm 21 years old and a horrible 66 overall. Not only that, but look at the competition I'm dealing with. New signing Kylian Mbappe, Jose Lu, who was a hero for Real Madrid last season, and even new signing Endrick. And other academy talents as well as Noah, Ike Bravo, Latasa, and Alvaro, who have been here 10 times longer than I have. And honestly, I think we got lucky to get a professional contract, because look at those stats. I'm basically the imposter at Real Madrid. But I think if I could win over the manager, I know I can become a Real Madrid legend. All I have to do is impress Carlo Ancelotti. But I only have a year contract in my Real Madrid deal, meaning that my dreams could be over as soon as the very first season. Let's not let that happen. So I quickly burst into Ancelotti's office to beg him, ask him how I can earn a new contract.
Edgar, I have some bad news. When we offered you your pro contract a couple of weeks ago, you were our plan. We intended for you to start every game and train to become Real Madrid's brand new striker. However, we've just signed Kylian Mbappe, so you're not in the starting plans right now. You'll need to earn your new contract out on loan.
Yes, sir. Thank you for letting me know. I understand. You gave me a 1-year contract to see how it would do. Now, I must prove myself while on loan. Man, I was going to start, bro. But now I must go out on loan. However, before I go, there's a preseason tournament coming up. If I could just get one game, even 1 minute, I'll show Carlo Ancelotti that maybe I can be the backup striker to Mbappe instead of going out on loan. I cannot be like Ansu Fati and just be sent out on loan season after season. And as I created my new plan, I went straight into training, working on my shooting, dribbling, and passing, and even trained with the likes of Kylian Mbappe. And all that hard work got me to a 69 overall. And as the preseason is set to begin, playing against the likes of Atalanta, Roma, and Bayern Munich, I'm hoping I can get some minutes to prove to Ancelotti that I shouldn't go out on loan, that I should be the original plan. But it seemed like in the first game, I was not in the starting 11. I wasn't even on the bench. I was left in the locker room to watch from Madrid. And in the second game, it was the same story as I was left in the reserves. However, this time around, Kylian Mbappe did get injured. So maybe, just maybe, I can get a couple minutes. And with just one preseason game left against Bayern Munich, if I don't get any minutes, I'll be sent out on loan and my Real Madrid career could be in danger. And yes, I've been called up to the bench for this Bayern Munich game as it is set to kick off. Am I actually gonna get my opportunity to at least play 5 minutes to show that I should be the backup striker here at Real Madrid? And as time went by, I was hoping and waiting that I could get some minutes, that I could get subbed on, that maybe I could just get 5 minutes to show what I'm made out of. All I need is a couple minutes, just 5 minutes, and I can show Ancelotti that I don't need a loan. I can be the perfect backup to Mbappe. I just need 5 minutes. But no, the 90 minutes are up and I was not given an opportunity in this preseason tournament. It seems like I'm gonna have to go back to the basics, go out on loan, and hope to impress Carlos Ancelotti. But as my destiny was set after that game, I set out to seek advice from the best striker in the world, Kylian Mbappe. Hey Kylian, I'm Edgar. I really want to become a Real Madrid legend, man. But it looks like I'm destined to go out on loan. I had one last chance to show what I can do in the preseason tournament, but I didn't get any minutes. Do you have any advice?
Hey, Edgar. Everyone has potential, including you. But you need to be realistic. We're in the best team in the world. And respectfully, I'm considered one of the best strikers in the world. You need to put in your time, work hard, and go out there on loan. Dominate, score goals, and maybe, just maybe, you can become a Real Madrid legend one day.
Thank you, Kylian. I'll see you soon. But there it is, I've been sent to the loan list. I just hope that a good club will come in for me and I could do well and earn a new contract at Real Madrid. And straight away, we have gotten 2 loan offers in FC Cincinnati and NEC Nijmegen. And of course, FC Cincinnati, a team in the MLS, is a very interesting offer. However, the offer that is interesting to me, it is the one from NEC who are playing in the Eredivisie. If we want to become a Real Madrid legend, we don't want to go out on loan to the Burger League, man. Not only that, there have been a couple Real Madrid players that have come from this talented league, like Ruud van Nistelrooy, Wesley Sneijder, and even Arjen Robben. So I think this is the perfect offer. So there I go, leaving Real Madrid to go out on loan to NEC. But Ancelotti, I promise you I'll be back. I promise you I'll be the top striker and I'm gonna become a Real Madrid legend. We all have to start somewhere. And there we go, I have signed for NEC. I wonder how I truly feel about this move. Okay, step 1, go out on loan and dominate. Players like Robben and even Cruyff made their careers here. Ancelotti will be proud of me and I'll prove that I can be a squad player next season. And as I'm getting ready for my Eredivisie debut, I receive a message from Carlo Ancelotti. He says, "Hello Edgar, here are your objectives for NEC. You must end Ajax dominance and win the league title, and you must also win the Golden Boot at the Eredivisie." He then says, "If you can complete these objectives, you are a special player, and a special player is what we want at Real Madrid, and you will get a new contract." These objectives are very difficult, a lot of pressure, but I must become a Real Madrid player. But now it was time for my debut, a Golden Boot in the mind, and I have to destroy the dominance of PSV, Ajax, and Feyenoord and win the league title. I'm not sure if I can do it. Here we go, NEC with the first play of the game. It's passed into the center attacking man with a through ball to me. I 1v1 against the keeper. I take a fat touch and I lose the ball. A Real Madrid player wouldn't have that horrible touch. Here we go, once again, my center attacking man looking for me, looking for my space. He says a through ball to me. I'm 1v1 once again for the first shot of my career and it goes wide. I can't be missing those opportunities. But RKC try to win the ball back, but Sadler wins the ball, but no, he wins it back again. RKC are now on the counter. They could go 1-0 up in his first half. It's a through ball into Kramer. Kramer with a shot and it goes in. Kramer makes it 1-0. I probably should have had a goal or 2 already. But I am not living up to Real Madrid's expectations. I need to do better than this. And just like that, it is going to be halftime. We're 1-0 down. I had 2 clear opportunities to put it away to get my first ever goal, but Kramer puts RKC in the lead
If I can't score against a wacky team in the Eredivisie, I will never play for Real Madrid. But I'm not ready to give up just yet. In the second half, it's another brilliant through ball to me. 1v1 against the keeper. It has a shot and it goes wide. But here we go once again. The winger crosses it back into me with a bicycle and it's saved again. This keeper is denying me a goal. And now we pressure RKC as Sander wins the ball and it's into me. Lay it off to my center attacking mid. Does a Ronaldo chop with a through ball into me. I have a finish and it goes in. Let's go. I get my first professional goal. That's more goals than Nico Jackson in the Premier League season. I make it 1-1, but there's still time left to get a victory. And straight away, here we go on the attack again. It's passed into the cam, into me with a scissor kick and it goes in. Probably the best goal of my career already. A bicycle kick from outside the box. I make it 2-1. We take the lead. I'm showing the quality that I need to have at Real Madrid. And just like that, the ref blows the whistle. I get a brace on my debut. I win a game on my debut. It's going to be very difficult, but I've put my team, myself, in the right path to get a new contract. I need a golden boot in the Eredivisie, and I need to somehow win the league title with this nobody team. If you think I can do the impossible challenge Ancelotti set for me, subscribe right now. I need your help. Day in and day out is exactly what I did in training, spending all my time in the sessions when I wasn't playing, and when I was playing, I was scoring goal after goal. It seemed like this loan spell was going successfully. But as good as I was doing, I need to win the golden boot, and so far 10 games in, I'm sitting in 4th place. I'm doing really well, but not good enough. Not only that, but the next game is going to be against the best team in the Eredivisie, Ajax. If we want to win the league title and disappoint the likes of PSV, Feyenoord and Ajax, we need to win this game. We need to show out against the big teams. I need to make a statement today. If I want to be a league winner with NEC and please Ancelotti, I must beat Ajax today. But not just beat them with style. I'm going to score a hat-trick in this game. And here we go, the first attack of the game against the best team in the Eredivisie. The cam sets up another through ball into me. I am now 1v1 against the keeper. I chip the ball and it goes in. Just barely. I beat the best goalkeeper in the division and I make it 1-0. Maybe I can actually get that hat-trick and take the lead in the golden boot and beat the best team in the league. And Ajax do have a corner. It's a cross in into Chupa Akpom with a bicycle kick and it goes in. The ex-Arsenal player, he shows his quality, he shows Ajax quality as they equalize the game. And the ref whistles for halftime. I don't know if we can compete with a team that has Jordan Henderson, Chupa Akpom, and even Steven Bergwijn. But I have to make something happen. And here come Ajax looking to get a second in the second half, but we pick up the ball in the midfield, and now it's me. I get rid of one defender, I get rid of a second. Oh, left-footed shot on my weak foot. I put it away, I make it 2-1. We take the lead against the best team. And now we're on the counter-attack, looking to finish off this game. The winger takes a fat touch, he crosses it in into me with a diving header, and it goes in. I swear I've scored every single type of goal already in my career, but I get my first ever hat-trick. Ancelotti, I hope you're watching. And yes, the ref blows the whistle. We have beaten Ajax, the best team in the league, and I got my first match ball. I'm doing some special things here in an NEC shirt, whatever this team name is. Have to be getting a new contract next season for Real Madrid. And we were now in the last game of the season. I've dragged NEC to second place, only 1 point behind league leaders who will be facing on the final day in Feyenoord. Can I go ahead and win the league title for the first time ever for NEC? And here we go on the first attack of the game. Robert with a through ball to me. I'm running down the wing. I have all the space in the world. I give it back to Robert with a shot and it goes in. I assist the first goal of the game. I can do it all. I'm not just a goal scorer. As we make a 1-0 lead, we can win the league title. But here come Feyenoord with an attack of their own. It's a through ball into fellow Mexican Santiago Jimenez. Knocks it down, has a shot, and it goes in. Santiago Jimenez has made it 1-1. Feyenoord are denying us the league title right now. I need to clutch up. And here come Feyenoord once again. The half is about to end. Can we please not concede another? It's passed into the center midfielder through ball to Santi with a first-time finish, and it goes in. What a beautiful goal from Santiago Jimenez. But we go down 2-1. I've yet to score all game. If the score stays like this, we will not be winning the league title. And the ref blows the whistle. We're 2-1 down at halftime. I've been a ghost out there. I'm Phil Foden and Bellingham at the Euros this summer. I have not done anything. I need to lock in. I need to win this league title if I want a new contract. And we're struggling to get another attack here. He saves the ball though, and now's my center attacking mid with a through ball to me. I have a touch. I take a turn. A finish over at the box, and it goes in. Another screamer from me. 2-2, my first goal of the game. Only one goal is left. I need to score, or somebody in my team needs to score one goal, and we'll be league champions.
And now we have a corner in the 90th minute. It's crossed in. They're trying to look for me, but no, it's cleared from the very north defense. It's placed back in, and now it's cleared back out. Come on, we need to score a goal. It's a bicycle kick, and it goes in. I'm scored. A 90th minute bicycle kick. The luckiest bicycle kick I'll ever get. A deflection, but surely that goal. We have won the league title. I don't think I was offside, but I think we just won. I think I just won the league title. And yes, the ref blows the whistle. We have done it. We lift the league title. I've taken NEC from nobodies to league winners. But the question is, did I win the Golden Boot? Am I gonna get a new contract at Real Madrid? And the news cover my incredible 90th minute bicycle kick. But did we win the Golden Boot? And yes, we have 30 goals in 30 matches, a 1 goal per match. Ancelotti has to give us a new contract. Ancelotti has to start us. Now at a 76 overall, 30 goals and 3 assists, I have to get a new contract. And as the season is coming to an end, in the locker room, I see that Real Madrid missed out on the treble when I come up with an idea. Wow, City won the UCL? That means Real Madrid failed to win the treble. They have never won that treble, haven't they? Just like Neymar has never won the Ballon d'Or. But what if I can achieve that for Real Madrid? If I do this, I can surely become a Real Madrid legend. And at the start of the brand new season, Ancelotti has called me to his office. It's time for the moment of truth.
Edgar, you are one of the most special players I have ever seen. You've already scored goals that millions can only dream of. You're a special talent. I'm 100% giving you a new contract, but you'll be sitting on the bench behind Mbappe.
Thank you so much, coach. I'll be happy to work my way up. I promise you one day I will win the Madrid the treble and become a legend.
He's trying to take my spotlight, isn't he? But who am I kidding? I'm the best in the world. He won't steal a thing.
But we have gotten an unused 6-year contract back at Real Madrid. A huge thanks to NEC and my loan spell. But now it's time to grind and become a Real Madrid legend. And with Real Madrid having a one-striker formation, I have to for sure become a better player than Mbappe. Even though I was the best player in the Eredivisie last season, winning the Golden Boot, I still sat on the bench game after game after game. And little by little, I was starting to get frustrated, and I was ready to speak out to the press about my frustrations until somebody very important gave me a call and gave me some advice.
Hello, Edgar. I know you haven't been getting minutes, and it can be frustrating. You're one of the biggest talents I've seen. I understand your desire to speak out to the press or the manager, but trust me, you have to deal with it and not complain. Just keep working hard. I've been in a similar situation where I had to adapt to assist Ronaldo even though I wanted to be the main man. It all paid off, and together we became one of the greats. Maybe you should consider changing positions.
Yeah, thank you. I'll keep that in mind. I don't want to be no winger, man. I want to be a striker. But I'll take his advice and stay quiet for now. And as I only took half of Benzema's advice, I continued to sit on the bench all the way till January until an opportunity came up as Rodrygo was sold from the club. I quickly burst into Ancelotti's office to give him my idea. Coach, with Rodrygo gone, please give me a chance to replace him.
Fine, Tab, we'll train you strictly at right wing, but I'll only play you when you're ready.
Let's do this. And as Ancelotti agreed, I have gone ahead and started my training for a right winger. For the next couple weeks, I spent weeks and weeks training for that right wing position. Finally, my training was complete as I became a right winger, and now, out of 79 overall, the question is, am I finally going to get some game time? Yes, I will be making my debut. I am in the starting 11 in the El Clasico versus Barcelona, but I have never played right wing ever in a game before. I just hope that I can do the job and replace Rodrygo, and I hope Benzema gave me some good advice. And I received the first ball as a Real Madrid player. As I get past Ferran Torres, I look for a cross into Jude Bellingham, and Mbappe is gonna win it. No, he doesn't. But a good first cross from me. Here we go once again. Fede Valverde with the first through ball to me. I have all the pace in the world. I'm looking for a cross here. I find Kylian Mbappe with a volley, and it goes in. My first assist in my debut for Real Madrid. I'm showing Ancelotti, and thank you Benzema for giving me this advice. I'm showing out and replacing Rodrygo. And Eder Militao with a great press, he gives it to me. I outpace Mykolenko, and I outpace him once again. I'm way too fast for Mykolenko on this left back position. I give it back to Mbappe with a shot, and it goes in.
My second assist, and Mbappe gets his brace. I think we're becoming the dynamic duo. I wanted to replace him, but maybe playing alongside him might be better, and I can win that treble for Real Madrid. And the ref has blown the whistle for halftime. 2 goals from Mbappe, but 2 assists from me. We're surely gonna be the brand new duo. Benzema was right. I feel terrible for not taking his advice earlier, but maybe there's still time left for me to get my first ever Real Madrid goal. The 87th minute, Barcelona have a throw-in. Try to waste time, but I win the ball back. I see Mbappe, I can give him his hat-trick, but fuck it, I'ma have a shot, a finesse, and it goes in. A screamer on my debut. I finally score a Real Madrid goal. I finally am playing for Real Madrid. I'm really shining in this new position. My Real Madrid debut comes to an end. 2 assists and a goal from me. Surely a man of the match performance. I have to walk up to my new duo partner, my new best friend, Kylian Mbappe, to congratulate him. Hey Kylian, we killed it out there, man.
Yeah, but why didn't you give me my hat trick?
Well, it was the last minute, and I wanted to see if I could score on my debut.
Yeah, never do that again. You had to change positions to play in this club. I'm the best, and you must respect that.
And as I felt uneasy about Mbappe's comments, I just shut up and listened. As for the rest of the season, me and Mbappe became the dynamic duo, me giving him a bunch of assists while I scored a screamer here or there with him getting upset. But after missing out on the Copa del Rey and getting knocked out in the UCL against Barcelona, we were now in the final day of the season, and I was about to win my first trophy with Real Madrid. All we had to do was beat Atletico de Madrid on the final day. However, with my 28 assists to Mbappe's 37 goals, I think we're gonna breeze past Atletico de Madrid. But here we come on the first attack. Shout out to EA for not fixing the game, and we have a disgusting kick. But I have the ball, it's across it to Mbappe, and it's a miss. A clear opportunity for Mbappe. He usually scores those. But we move on. And here we go. Once again, I'm trying to get past this Atletico Madrid defense, and I do. I'm looking for that cross. I give it back to Mbappe. Has a shot, and it's straight into the keeper's hands. What are you doing, Kylian? And now it's a throw-in. The ball lands to me. I give it to Kylian Mbappe, and it's a horrible shot from Mbappe's standards. What is he doing? And now I'm stepping up to take that corner. Can I find somebody in the box? I find Tchouaméni, and it goes in. I'm doing my job. I give another assist to Tchouaméni. We take the 1-0 lead. Right before halftime, here we come once again, looking to make it 2-0. A through ball to Kylian Mbappe. Surely he's gonna cut inside. He has a shot. What is that shot? This guy's just letting it rip from everywhere. He's looking like Bruno Fernandes. What is going on with Kylian? And the ref blows the whistle. It is going to be halftime. A goal from Tchouaméni has gave us a 1-0 lead, an assist from me. But Mbappe is not looking good out there. I hope that he can pick it up in the second half, because I'm ready to feed him the ball. And now here comes Atletico Madrid putting pressure. Morata wins it back, gives it to Griezmann with a shot, and Lunin makes a great save. And now it's Ferland Mendy. Tries to clear it out, but he gives it to Koke, the captain, and he puts it away. It's 1-1 now. Atletico get an equalizer. And here comes Mbappe trying to start the counter-attack, but Javi Galan wins the ball into Morata, takes a touch, has a shot, and it goes in. Mbappe gives away the ball, and it's now 2-1. Atletico are the league winners if the score stay like this. Mbappe is literally having the worst game possible. And it seems like Mbappe is coming off, Guller's coming on. I cannot believe Mbappe is getting benched right now. But Ancelotti calls me over.
Hey Edgar, I know you changed positions, but Mbappe had a disastrous game. I'm putting in Guller in your spot, and you'll move to striker. Win us this title.
Yes, sir. I will do this. With only a couple minutes left to go, I'm playing at striker for the very first time at Real Madrid. I do remove pick. I get past the defender. I have a shot, and it goes in. I make it 2-2 with only a couple minutes left to go. If the score stays like this, we still win the league title because we're ahead on points. But I want to secure that winner. With only a couple minutes left, I score a goal. And now it's Tony Rudiger on the ball. He gives it to me. I have a shot right in the box, but he's blocked. But I get it again. I shoot it again, and it goes in. A scruffy goal. But I have scored a 90th minute winner. My brace, my first ever minutes as a striker for Real Madrid, and I deliver. We have won the league title. I have won Real Madrid the league title, and the ref blows the whistle. That's why you never give up on those shots. That's why you listen to the coach. That's why you listen to legends like Benzema. I changed to right wing. I became a striker on the last game, and I scored a winner. We lift the La Liga title. Let's go. I win my first trophy with Real Madrid. I'll be so close to becoming a Madrid legend. And at the end of the season, I finished with 13 goals, 29 assists, and an 83 overall. I'm slowly becoming one of the greats. And at the start of the brand new season, Ancelotti goes ahead and calls me and Kylian Mbappe to his office to share some news.
Kylian, Edgar, I've decided to change the formation. You'll both play as strikers.
Let's go, Kylian. We're going to be partners.
Hold your horses, kid. Edgar's not ready to play up top with me. In fact, he's not ready to start at all. If he's not on the bench, I'm out. Let me know your decision, boss.
I'm sorry, Edgar, but I have to send you out on loan. You're too good to sit on the bench. Mbappe's stature is crucial for the club, and he's still 10 times the player you are.
What, boss? After everything I did last season, how is he going to boss you around like that?
My hands are tied. Go out on loan and prove to me you can start alongside him.
And after converting back to a striker because I thought I was going to play next to Mbappe started being a baby, and now I have to go out on loan. But I'm still determined. I'm not leaving this club. I'm only going out on loan for one season, and I'm going to come back and prove to Ancelotti and the club that I am better than Kylian Mbappe. So I walk out of Real Madrid trusting in Carlos Ancelotti that he'll give me another chance if I do well as I leave, as I accepted an offer. But this realistically could be the last time I have played for Real Madrid, as I can easily have a stinker of a season wherever I go, and I can be sold because Mbappe is world class. And to prove Carlo Ancelotti that I am a special player, I have gone to the worst club in England, in Manchester United, and I'm gonna show him that I can carry this team who have a bunch of shitters like Harry Maguire and Bruno Fernandes as I sign for them in a one-year loan. I'm ready to take on the Premier League and come back to Real Madrid and become a legend. And we have joined Manchester United on loan, and we are probably one of the best players in this squad. I'm just glad that on paper some of these players look good. 89 Fernandes, Mainu doing really well, Garnacho coming into his own, but we know what the Manchester United blood is. That is bottling and somehow losing to the small teams. But as I stepped onto the pitch, it was time for my Man United debut. And now, on my Man United debut, Garnacho gives me the ball. On my first ever appearance, wearing the number 9, I get rid of Romero, I get rid of Pedro Porro, and now I have a finesse shot from match in the box, and it goes in. I score my very first goal for Man United. 1-0. I'm going to show Ancelotti that I am better than Mbappe. Now Spurs take the kickoff where Bruno Fernandes wins the ball back, but no, Tottenham get the ball back. And now it's Christian Romero, but I get rid of Christian Romero as well, and I'm trying to beat the other defender, and I do. Insane pressure from me, and I put it away. Another goal from me. Insane pressure from me. I get a second goal in the first half, destroying Tottenham Hotspur. And we pressure once again. Kobbie Mainoo gives me the ball, and I'm looking for my hat trick on the first half, and I put it away. 3 goals in one half against one of the best teams in England. I mean, they are bottle jobs, but I scored my first hat-trick for Man United. And as the second half kicks off, they are subbing me out after I already got a hat-trick. They want to go ahead and save me, make sure I don't get injured, as I already did my job. And the game does come to an end as they give me my match ball. Of course, a hat-trick from me, as I'm very happy here at Man United after my debut. Yes, a hat-trick. This is exactly what I needed. I have to keep performing like this to show Ancelotti that I'm the man to replace Mbappe. After that hat-trick performance, I have a confession to make. One of my favorite players of all time is Ricardo Quaresma, and he basically scores the best Trivelas in the game. Well, while I'm at United, I want to see if I can score a Trivela goal. So for the next couple weeks, as I dominated in the Premier League, I trained in the training sessions to try and attempt to score a Trivela goal, and well, this happened. And it's Bruno Fernandes into Marcus Rashford, back into me. I take a turn, I have a Trivela, and it hits the crossbar. I've been working so hard. Maybe one day I'll score a Trivela. We were now in the business end of the season, and with 1 game left, we were sitting in first place by 1 point. And all I have to do is take Man United to a victory against Everton to win the league title. Not only that, but I was in the FA Cup and Europa Conference League final. I have the opportunity to win my first ever treble, even though it's a shit one and it's with Man United. But right before the last game of the season, Carlo Ancelotti sent me a message while I was in the locker room explaining some objectives he has for me. Ancelotti wants me to go ahead and win all 3 trophies, to win the treble basically. But not only that, he wants me to score a total of 5 goals in the last 3 games to cement a place in the starting 11 next season at Real Madrid. The question is, can I do it? It seems impossible. But it was time to kick off the final day of the Premier League season against Everton. And here comes Bruno Fernandes trying to win the ball back, and yes he does, but he falls to the ground and Braithwaite picks it up, but no, I rob it for Braithwaite. 1v1 against Jordan Pickford with a shot, and it's a great save from Pickford. The ball is in the air straight after the corner. Kobbie Mainoo gives me the ball. I have it outside the box. I've scored from here before, but it's blocked. But Garnacho picks up the ball and he crosses it into me. I take a touch, I have a shot, and it goes in. We go 1-0 up. If the scores stay like this, we are going to become Premier League champions. I make it 1-0. And here comes Lisandro looking to start the counter-attack ball, and Emre Can wins the ball, and now Andre Gomes has all the space, crosses it into Beto. Beto lays it up to Diallo. The ex-Man United player puts it away. It's 1-1. If Man City are winning their game right now, we would not be winning the Premier League title.
How can we concede to a Man United flop? And the ref blows the whistle for halftime, 1-1 so far. The bad thing is that if Man City is winning their game right now and our score stays like this, we will not be becoming Premier League winners and I will not get a guaranteed spot at Real Madrid. And now it's Garnacho on the ball into Bruno Fernandes with a through ball into me. I have all that space in the world. Where here comes Tarkowski. I get rid of him. I get rid of both the defenders. I get rid of a third. I have a finish shot from outside the box and it goes in. One of the best goals I've ever scored in my career. My first ever solo goal. I make it 2-1. All we need to do is hold on to this lead and we'll be Premier League champions. And the game has come to an end. We have done it. A brace for me gives us the first Premier League trophy in a long time for Man United. My first ever Premier League trophy. And that's 1 trophy down, 2 to go, and 2 goals down as well. I can easily become a Real Madrid starter next season. All I have to do is do what Ancelotti told me to do. Straight after that Premier League win, we must lock in as we're facing the most boring team in the Premier League in Burnley. It should be an easy game. I should be getting a hat trick. But you can never doubt Burnley as they always pull out surprises. And Onana grabs the ball trying to start a counter attack, but Tony Martinez wins a header and now it's Varane. But Tony Martinez wins it back and now it's Tony Martinez gives it to Scott Twine with a shot and it goes in. Who is this guy? Who is Scott Twine? Oh, and he's doing the Messi celebration. Really? We conceded to a Messi wannabe? How are we losing to Burnley, man? And now it's Marcus Rashford looking for some space here, but no, they lose the ball. And now it's this Twine guy again. Twine gets rid of 2 defenders, 3. Oh shit, has a shot. Oh my god, what a goal. No, Twine, I apologize. You shouldn't be doing Messi celebration because you're nowhere near him. But we're losing 2-0. I knew we couldn't take Burnley lightly. I haven't even had a shot all game. And the whistle blown, it's halftime. We're losing an FA Cup final to Burnley. That just seems like the most Man United thing ever. But I need to lock in, man. I need to score 3 more goals. I need to win this trophy. If not, I probably won't ever start for Madrid. And my dream of becoming a legend is gonna die. Now it's Marcus Rashford, lays it up to me. I have the space. I cut back outside. Sanderberg has nothing on me. It's still me. I still have the ball. I dribble past 1. I dribble past 2. I dribble past a 3rd. I have a chip shot. It's gonna go in. And no, I did a little bit too much. But I'm getting close. And now it's Garnacho. Gives me the ball once again. I have the space. I get rid of a defender. I get rid of another. I lay it up into Kobe Mainu. Have a shot. He doesn't shoot, but it's a penalty. Trent Stratford fouls Kobe Mainu. I'm the penalty taker. Surely I have to put this away. And I step up to take the penalty. I have to go ahead and kickstart this comeback. I have to be the one. I step up to take it. I have a shot. I go to the left-hand side. I always go left. I only go left. And I never miss. I make it 2-1. The comeback has started. And now it's Scott McTominay into Bruno Fernandes. We're looking to get another goal here to make it 2-2. I get the ball. I get rid of 1. I get rid of a 2nd. I see the space. I have a shot. And it goes in. Tim Stratford was not positioned correctly. And I beat him on his far post. It's 2-2 now. 1 more goal. 1 more goal. And we're FA Cup champions. And in the 90th minute, Burnley are trying to waste time here. But Bruno Fernandes was it back and I'm down the wing. I'm looking for a cross here. I cross it in into Kobe Mainu. Takes a touch. Has a shot. And it goes in. Kobe Mainu makes it 3-2. He has won us the game. The Man United Academy player. He has done it. I could have gotten my hat trick, but we still put it away. The ref has blown the whistle. It's over. A 3-2 win. I get the 2nd trophy. 1 more trophy and I can get that treble. And I only need 1 more goal to complete the objective that Ancelotti set for me. I'm this close. I'm this close to becoming a Real Madrid starter as we lift the FA Cup trophy. My dreams are coming so close to reality. But it was now time for the moment of truth. 1 trophy away, 1 win away, and 1 good starter where I can go ahead and become a legend because I know I can win them the treble. But the question is Real Sociedad not gonna allow me to achieve my dreams? And here we go, straight away, under counter-attack, Bruno Fernandes sends a brilliant through ball to me. I am now 1v1 against a Sociedad keeper, but the defender catches up. I still have a shot anyways, and it's a great save from the keeper, and they clear it. And now it's Alejandro Garnacho on the ball, gives it to me. I get rid of 1 defender. I'm looking to get rid of the 2nd. He tackles, but I'm fighting through it. I still have a shot, and it's another great save from this keeper, man. Who is this guy? Straight away, we win the ball back once again. It's Marcus Rashford with a through ball into me. The defender clears it out, but he gives it to me straight away, and I miss again. This keeper is on his A game. But now here come Real Sociedad with an attack of their own. It's Merino into Brais Mendes. Gets rid of the defender, has a through ball into Taremi, and it just goes wide. Unlucky from Taremi. And now here comes Sociedad once again. Taremi does a Ronaldo chop, gets rid of Varane. He's looking for the space, he gives it to Brais Mendes with a chip. But it's a great save by Onana. And now Sociedad have a corner right before the end of the half. Can they go ahead and put my dreams on hold? It's a header and it goes wide. We get lucky that they miss. And it's going to be halftime. 0-0. An extraordinary first half from the Real Sociedad keeper. And Sociedad just couldn't put a ball away.
who's gonna win this game. I need to win this game. I need to score a goal as well. I have the ball now. I take the space that's in front of me. I get rid of the CDM. It's a cross in into Mason Mount. Has a bicycle kick, but it misses Rashford with a follow-up, and it goes wide. We can't score today. And now it's Mason Mount with a through ball into me. I take the space. I'm running down that wing on the left-hand side. I'm looking for somebody in the box. I'm looking for that cross. I cross it in with a Trivella, and it's a brilliant save again from the keeper. He's not letting us win this game. And now in the 90th minute, one last chance for us. I get rid of the defenders, but I lose the ball. The game's over. No, I win it back. I'm trying to get rid of the defenders. I do. I have the opportunity to shoot, and I pass it to Rashford instead, and I put it away. Rashford wins us the game. The Man United hero, the Man United legend. We have won the Europa Conference League. I could have scored that, but I decided to pass it. Did I make a mistake? I just wanted to do what was best for the team. I hope Ancelotti understands that. But I think we just won the Conference League. The whistle has blown. A 1-0 win, assist from me, goal by Rashford. We lift the Europa Conference League. The question is Ancelotti gonna understand that I did what was best for the team? Or is he gonna be harsh because he only wants special players? As I won the treble, but I failed to score the 5 goals. My loan spell is coming to an end. A treble, a shitty one at that, but a treble indeed with Man United. 30 goals and 7 assists. I've proved my worth in the best league in the world. I know I didn't score the 5 goals, but hopefully Ancelotti understands. And to kick off the 4th season of my career, Ancelotti has called me and Mbappe for the moment of truth. Let's see what he says.
Look, Mbappe, I know you have reservations about Edgar, but he just won a treble at Manchester United single-handedly. Imagine what you two could achieve together. I'm asking you to accept this. I know you want to become the greatest of all time at Real, and I believe Edgar can help you get there.
Yeah, Kylian, I know I can. I'm not sure what I did to you, but I want to be a Madrid legend myself. I believe we can help each other. Come on, bro. We don't want to end up like Eden Hazard.
I hear you, Carlo. Whatever, let's do this. All right, Edgar, let's work together. Just make sure you don't steal my spotlight.
It has been decided. We have convinced Mbappe to let me play next to him, and it's gonna be good with all these amazing players like Bellingham, Vinicius, and Fede alongside Mbappe. We're surely gonna win the treble, and we're both and the entire team are gonna become Real Madrid legends. Let's see how Mbappe and I do in our very first game together up top. And here comes the first attack of the game. Tchouaméni into Kylian Mbappe. I have the ball. I wait on it a little bit. I see the Mbappe run. A through ball 1v1 against the keeper, and the best player in the bloody world is not missing that shot. We link up once again, just like I never left. 1-0. Here we go once again. Tchouaméni into Vinicius with a through ball to me. 2v1 against the goalkeeper. I'm gonna go ahead and sweat it to Mbappe, and he puts it away. 2-0. I don't know why Mbappe doesn't like me and he doesn't want me in the team. We're cooking. I could assist him all day and score a couple goals where I can take most of the credits. With only a couple minutes left to go, Tchouaméni wins the ball back. He's looking for somebody. He does find me. I'm looking to get this goal. I see Mbappe, but I want the goal on my return. And yes, I get a goal on my return to Real Madrid. 3-0. This game is over. Me and Mbappe are going to be absolutely disgusting. And the game comes to an end. A 3-0 win. 2 from Mbappe and 1 from me. It seems like Mbappe is walking up to me. Maybe he's going to realize he's wrong and finally congratulate each other. And we can work together to win the treble. So for the rest of the season, I made Mbappe happy, giving him assist after assist, making sure I only scored a couple goals. But after winning the Copa del Rey together, we were now in the final game of the season against Barcelona for the La Liga title. All we have to do is not lose to Athletic Bilbao. Not only that, but we also have the opportunity to secure the treble if we win the league title, as we'll face Inter Milan next in the UCL. And now it's Tchouaméni on the ball, gives it to Fede into Camavinga, into me. I have the space, I give it to Mbappe, and it goes in. Beautiful football from Real Madrid. We're looking like a prime Barcelona, because prime Barcelona doesn't exist anymore as we go 1-0 up, set to win the league title. Athletic Bilbao are looking to clear the ball. They clear the ball, but I win the header. I give it to Mbappe with a scissor kick, and it goes in. Another assist from me, another goal from Mbappe. He's on his hat trick. All I need to do is give him his hat trick, and he'll be fine. But we're for sure winning the league title. Vinicius Jr. gives it back to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni to me. I give it to Mbappe. Mbappe has a space. He has a shot, and it goes in. This Athletic Bilbao defense is atrocious. They're absolutely embarrassing. A hat-trick from Mbappe in the first half. 3 assists for me. This game is over. We're becoming league champions. An Athletic Bilbao kickoff. Now that Mbappe has his hat-trick, I want to get a goal, man. When I try to intercept, but I foul him. But I go down on the ground. I pulled a muscle. I'm going to be injured. I'm going to be taken out. This puts me in danger of not playing in the UCL final. I'm getting subbed out. I can no longer play. The question is, am I going to play in the UCL final? The ref blows the whistle and Mbappe picks up his match ball, and we have won and we lift the league title. That's a double for us, but I am injured for the UCL final. Not that I care that I'm not playing, but I want to be out there to help my team to win the treble. Can they do it without me? I hope I'm not out for too long. And I'll be out for the next 4 months, a torn calf muscle. That means I'm missing the UCL final. I hope they can do it without me. But the UCL final, the opportunity to make me and Mbappe and the rest of the squad Real Madrid legends. Can they go ahead and win the treble without me? Real Madrid haven't won a treble in forever. And I wanted to be part of the first team to do it. And Mbappe can still do it for us. Vinny can still do it for us. Jude can still do it for us. But as I watch out from the locker room, I hope they can do it without me. And here comes Mbappe with the first attack of the game, looking to create some spaces. Nobody else to help him out. Has a shot and it goes wide. Unlucky from Mbappe. Now Jude Bellingham into Latasa on the ball, and now it's killing Mbappe. Throws a rainbow flick over the edge defender. He knocks it down, but Alejandro Bastoni covers him, and Diego Costa picks up the ball. Mbappe is struggling. The ref blows the whistle for halftime, and I sit in the locker room nervous because what if Mbappe can't do it on his own? What if Real Madrid can't do it without me? I'm not trying to sound like I'm the best player, but I've been creating for Mbappe all season and he hasn't scored a goal yet. And here comes Kylian Mbappe straight from the second half, looking to get a goal here. He gets rid of the defenders, has a shot, and it goes wide. How unlucky can this guy get? And now here goes Marcus Thuram. He gets the ball rid of Rudiger, and the 90th minute has a chip shot. It's saved by Courtois, but Thuram has a shot, and it goes in. Where's the defense? Boy, I can't blame the defense either. This is Inter's first shot of the game. Mbappe had so many shots. And Inter win the UCL final. They couldn't do it without me. Ref blows the whistle, and Inter Milan are taking the UCL as they lift it. Mbappe had probably the worst game he's ever had. But we just missed out on the treble. We have not become Real Madrid legends. And after missing out on the UCL, Mbappe is taking some questions in the press conference. I don't think this is gonna go well.
How do I feel that Edgar couldn't carry me to the UCL win? First of all, I've been carrying this kid his whole career. I just had a bad game. Yes, it's a coincidence that he didn't play today, but you know what? Screw you and screw Madrid. I'm leaving the club. How dare I get disrespected?
And Mbappe has said that he's leaving. The media got to his head. Why is he listening to him? He's the best player in the world, but we finished the season with 21 goals and 35 assists while Mbappe had the 50 to 19. We were the dynamic duo, and now he's leaving no matter what. Why, Mbappe? Why? And at the start of the brand new season, Ancelotti and I are sitting in the office and we find out that Mbappe has joined Manchester United as he's taking a press conference. I wonder what he has to say.
I left Real Madrid because of one man, Edgar Salinas. He faked his injury and manipulated me all season by creating chances. Just when I was about to become the greatest of all time, he disappears. The team couldn't create without him. So I came to United to destroy his legacy here. Because Edgar denied me of mine.
Edgar, don't listen to him. Let's show him who you are.
Yeah, I'm Edgar Salinas. I'm going to win the treble, and I'm gonna become a Real Madrid legend. After Mbappe and I won domestic trebles in our respective leagues, we will now be facing each other in the UCL final. Mbappe has been trying to take my legacy, and I've been trying to create a legacy of my own. I don't care about Mbappe. I just want to become a Real Madrid legend. So can I go ahead and beat Mbappe in the UCL final? Well, here we go. It's the first attack of the game. It's a through ball to me. Tobias gives it to me. I am now with all the space in the world. I give a Trivela pass into Vinicius Jr. He has a touch. He has a shot, and it goes in. We take the 1-0 lead in the UCL final. But here comes Kylian Mbappe looking to make it 1-1. He gets rid of all three defenders, has a shot, and there he is. The best player in the world. It's going to be difficult to play against him today because he's just unstoppable. And the ref blows the whistle for halftime. 1-1. They have the momentum. This is not looking good. Mbappe with momentum. It's not going to go good for us in the second half. We have to make sure we outscore Kylian Mbappe. But now here come Man United. It's Bruno Fernandes on the ball with a through ball into Kylian Mbappe. He's 1v1. He's going to make it 2-1. Please don't score Mbappe with a Trivela of his own. 2-1. Mbappe takes the lead.
we're not winning the UCL. With only a couple minutes left to go, here we go on our last attack. I get rid of Lisandro Martinez and I get rid of Rafael Varane. Yes, I do. And now 1v1 against the keeper. I have a Trivela for watching the box, and I've done it. I finally scored the Trivela that I've always wanted to score in my entire career. Shout out Ricardo Quaresma. We make it 2-2. There's still enough time to score a winner. The ref is about to blow the whistle. We have one last attack. Can I go ahead and finish it? No, Lisandro wins it back. Can I win it back? Yes, I do. No, Nana picks it up. The ref's gonna blow the whistle. Come on, come on. I'm waiting for Nana to come. He lays it down. What is he doing? I get the ball back. I have a shot. And I throw a save. Oh, Nana is the dumbest goalkeeper in the world. He like completely forgot I was there. I put it away in the 90th minute. We have won the UCL. We have won the treble. Surely, I'm a Real Madrid legend. And the ref blows the whistle. We have done it. We have won the UCL final as I left it for the treble. Only that, but I've also won the Ballon d'Or, establishing myself as a Madrid legend. And yes, we have done it. My player is saved. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to click on the screen to watch me become the greatest of all time.